Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live inside of the Carl Albert High School Gymnasium for the 60th Annual Malcolm Wade High School Finals. And they have been waiting on us to get started, and now they are live. Jackson Randall of Chickasha is taking on Bryson Galinas of Grove. Nice little scramble here. Grove coming out on time. Now, Grove's got the red stripe down the single, red headgear. That's going to be Bryson Galinas, and Jackson Randall is the one with the big C and the white singlet, blue stripes. At 106 pounds here, this is the finals of this 60th annual tournament. Nice shot again, the same side headlock situation. They did not give us a lot of time for intros, Phil. But this is Sean Silvis, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans, and Ronnie Phillips down here with the High School Huddle. Very pleased they let us come in here and call these finals. Hope we can entertain you folks for the evening.
Yeah, I really appreciate the invitation. Get the word out about this tremendous tournament and this great sport of wrestling, Sean. It's all about promoting the kids. And man, I'll tell you, we got high-level wrestling in Oklahoma.
Very excited here. Cradle here on the outside for Jackson Randall. Roll through on that suicide cradle, picking up more near fall.
Of course, Randall, number one ranked kid at 106 in 5A. He looks it right now, Sean.
Yeah, his dad in the corner, head coach at Chickasha. Pleased to see that. Picks up the fall. Looks like that's going to do it here at 106 pounds.
Really just controlled the match from beginning to end. Great job.
From Chickasha, Jackson Randall.
Got a hometowner here.
You'll have to forgive us, folks. We got the cameras on, and they started. Not a lot of time for intros, not a lot of time to find out what's going on here, but it does look like we have wrestling going on, third and fourth on one mat, fifth and sixth on the other for these finals. We're going to wait here on this main mat. And we will finish getting the rest of these cameras up. Maybe we can catch some of these other matches while we are waiting.
Wrestlers, who are they?
We're waiting for the others. This is Kim.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are back. Sorry about the quick shotgun start on the last match. Jackson Randall of Chickasha picks up the fall.
Got it done quick.
Got it done quick. And we literally got the cameras on and they blew the whistle. Told us we were going to have lots of time, but we didn't have as much as we wanted. So we are basically wrestling first place on the red mat that you just saw, and then it's, I believe it's third and fourth place match is being wrestled over here on the mat you're watching right now. And then they're also wrestling fifth and sixth. So all the matches start at the same time. And we will be focusing mainly on the finals mat, the first and second place. But if time allows, we'll bump over to some other mats and keep you guys entertained. Give a shout out to our mobile cameraman, Lance Evans, doing a good job over there.
You know, this tournament, Sean, been around 60 years. It's the 60th. That's a long time.
Is that older than you, Phil?
We're the same age.
You were born and they thought it'd be a good idea to start
a tournament.
Was this when wrestling started?
Oh, boy. I'm not that old, Sean.
It's been around as long as I can remember.
Wow. Yeah, of course, all the great 5A talent in the state of Oklahoma is here represented. Got a great match going on the consolation side over there.
Yeah, and this is Claremore Zeebs. And I know that's Joel Landry Guthrie down on bottom. Yeah. This is obviously all these matchups here, that we've seen so far are going to be such a big deal come regional time. Yeah. They're going to help get these guys seated in the regional tournament. That's one of the big things about this kind of tournament.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of find out where you're at, right? And of course, not that the matches that have been wrestled up to this point don't matter. Every match matters, but boy, we're in wrestling season now, Sean. This is
absolutely
in the midst of it.
And these head-to-head matchups are, when it comes to ranking, it's not the I beat a guy that beat a guy that beat a guy. It's straight up, no, we beat you, we get a higher seed. So if the guy you're wrestling went out and beat a bunch of those other guys, well, now you get to take his seat too. So
yeah, this is one of those tournaments. Of course, a lot of people would have loved to have seen Coweta here.
Yeah.
Coweta kind of, I think, the consensus favorite in 5A right now. And, of course, Chickasha's raising their hand saying, wait a second, what about us?
And so is Carl Albert.
Carl Albert's there, but Chickasha defending state champions. Got a lot of good things going on there as well. We'll see some of those kids.
We saw some good matchups before Christmas. A couple fun matches, that kind of thing. But as soon as we came back from Christmas, it has been hot ever since we started.
It feels different.
Tuesdays, Thursday nights, there's big matches every night, big tournaments. Kicking off with this one. And
how about the duel Thursday night with Blackwell and Tuttle? And Blackwell just taking it too.
Yeah. We had talked on the podcast. High School Huddle, plug that. But we had talked on that about trying to decide between those two teams was tough. But I had to go with my gut because I'd actually seen Blackwell compete. I actually got to put my eyes on their wrestlers, and we didn't go down to Tuttle until Thursday night. So. Right. I got to see half of it and just went with that and got lucky on the pick. But
you had the right half.
Well, to beat a team like Tuttle matters, but to beat a team the way they did is just really says a lot.
Sets a tone.
All right, we're going to pick back up here in the finals of this Carl Albert tournament. Chase Williams taking on Dawson Beck of Claremore.
We got 2 versus 5. Cash is Williams, 2-ranked 113-pounder. Going against number 5, Dawson Beck.
A lot of good action here, just back and forth to start things off.
That's nice right there.
Getting to work on top, pulling that arm back. Gonna let him go. Nice little snap down, go behind. Just textbook. Cash was firing away. He just took his momentum, snapped him down, and went behind.
Well, Cash obviously feels like he can have his way with him up.
Another snap down, go behind.
Doing work from top position here. He's going to cut him away probably again, I would have guessed. But
he's got about a minute to go.
Yeah.
Seems like he's wanting to. He's holding on to that wrist, trying to get a reversal. Still not able to.
You know, you see 2 versus 5, and you think, and you look at the score 9-3, and Cash right now having his way with back, but just levels, different levels. I mean, the rankings don't necessarily matter, Sean.
Yeah, they definitely don't. But, you also, when you look at a discrepancy like this, you're like, okay, he's got 3 takedowns already in the first. Looks like he's fixing to get another one. But I always like to say usually it's a small thing that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And, instead of looking at, I have to change 1,000 things, a lot of times changing 1 or 2 things or shoring up a couple of things or finding something you've been missing will make all the difference in the world. You know?
I mean, it's like anything, right? Any sport. Mm-hmm. It is the details.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's but I think it's magnified in wrestling. I mean,
absolutely.
It's just everything, the smallest adjustment here or there. You and I have talked about it on the High School Huddle podcast we do every Monday night at 6 that, it's that little tweak here,
mm-hmm.
little tweak there. And, of course, we talked about the scoring changes.
Oh, yeah.
About, that's adjusted some things.
That runs the score up a lot faster, a lot faster. But a lot of things. The for instance, snap down go behind. He scored with it 4 times now.
Yeah.
Well, if he doesn't score with that, he's going to have to score something else. Well, now you've put him into something maybe he's not as comfortable doing, changes the whole game. Now, fixing that snap down go behind against a kid like Dawson Beck might be different. But,
might be different.
Yeah, but see, obviously he's got other tools.
That was pretty nice.
He's got other tools as well, so,
nice little pick there.
But, like I say, with wrestling, you got time to go back and fix things and work on things, and that's one of the good things about a season this tough a tournament this tough mid-season is now you get to see, okay, where do I got to get? What do I got to shut down? If there's 2,000 things to work on, well, from this match, maybe there's 2 things I can work on that can catch me up to the pack a lot quicker.
Right.
You really get to see where you're at, like you said earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it's Cash really just been in control the whole time, but.
Yeah, light on his feet, wrestles confidence, seemed happy where he's going. I like that little outside pick he's doing there. Looks a little Penn State-esque.
Yeah, looks a whole lot. I tell you, he's
nice transition there to the other side.
Very nice.
Catches that. He's going to pick up the tech fall here with that takedown. It's going to help his team race as well. Nice to see a hometown kid win his tournament, his home tournament. That's always fun.
Good to see. Little intensity there for Cash.
Looks like all the other mats are finishing up. Looks like the 5th and 6th place match is still going on as we get ready for this first place match over here. 60th Annual Malcolm Wade Invitational, brought to you by the High School Huddle. Sean Silva's here with Phil Nichols. Chris Evans over there on the board making all these graphics work for you. Ronnie Phillips down there helping out as well. Got a good crew here tonight. First time the High School Huddle's traveled.
Yeah, this is good. We really appreciate the invitation from the host, Carl Albert, and opportunity to, like I said, get out, get the word out, promote high school wrestling. And I'm going to tell you, it's one of the fastest growing sports out there. Of course, the young ladies really accelerated the growth of the sport as well.
And they wrestled here as well. They finished up yesterday.
Yeah.
A lot of good wrestling going on yesterday.
Yeah, there's just, like we said earlier, this is the heart of the season. And if you're a diehard fan or if you're a new fan, man, I tell you, this is a fun time of the year.
Yes.
It's always interesting to see the parents who didn't grow up in a wrestling family, and then they have kiddos that decide this is a sport of choice, and watching them grow into the sport as well, right? It's fun. Well,
they become, I don't know, it's an addictive sport, especially, like we talked about, having the individual aspect of this is it's, you are cheering for your team and the team matters, but at the end of the day, you get to really watch your kid wrestle, and you get to watch them improve specifically. It's not the coach's opinion. It's very visual, so it's easy to get behind when you get to see your child progress and get better at things. And
I've always said wrestling's the one sport that's more like life than anything. Nothing's given, everything's earned. If you want something, you got to work for it. You know, you got to overcome adversity. You got to overcome a lot of things throughout the year. And it's I don't think there's a better sport anywhere to prepare you for life than wrestling.
No, absolutely not. Well, like I say, nothing's handed, nothing's given away. You got to earn your keep, and and one of the great things that's terrible, or it sucks depending on which end you are, is sometimes it isn't fair.
Right.
Sometimes you do everything right and you still don't get the win, but you learn how to deal with that. You learn how to get better from it, and eventually you grow.
Well,
there's no one else to lean on.
I was talking to a young man earlier from one of the participating schools that we know well, and had a rough tournament for him, and he was sitting there and I was talking to me. I looked at him, I said, "Hey, wrestling's hard." He goes, "Yes, sir, it is." But really outstanding young wrestler. He's going to do great things. Already is doing great things. But sometimes, wrestling's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, it's hard.
I would say sometimes wrestling's easy, but most of the times it's hard.
Yeah, it's just hard. I mean, you just have to. But that's where a lot of the growth comes from too, right?
Absolutely.
Always said every ounce of growth I ever had in life was when I felt some pain. So. All right, here we go, Sean. 120-pound match.
120-pound matchup here at the Malcolm Wade Invitational.
Got Stark versus Peters. Peters out of Claremore. Stark out of Newcastle.
Good little scramble here. Caught him on his back early. He's able to roll through now, trying to roll through and put that foot over top. Now they're both kind of stuck and stalemated out here. See if they try to wrestle through this.
Yeah, Sean Peters, kid from Claremore, number 2 ranked, 120 pounder.
Trying to come. He's doing a good job transitioning. Stepping over here. But both these guys doing some high-level scrambling here.
Yeah.
Got to be careful with that knee on the far side. Referee's got his eye on it. Just want to make sure he doesn't take it out too far. He's trying to shelf it's what they call that. He's trying to put it up on his hip so he can get above the knee and then stand up with it. But it's with his head down, it's hard, and you can see he's pushing his head down. He's climbing up, but still scrambling out. Did a good job there.
Nice. That's the match within the match. A lot of folks don't understand.
Yeah, and Peters did a good job there. From one thing to the other, Stark was doing a great job scrambling, making it hard to score, so he went to something else. Stopped that, went to something else, made it hard to score, but finally just didn't give up on the positions. He just kept wrestling, and that's some high-level stuff there, just being able to move from one thing to another, not giving up, found another option and went with it.
Well, we've talked about this on the podcast. Bottom position's tough, hard.
Hardest position in wrestling.
Hardest position in wrestling. I think we all agree with that, but you see it here. Got him broke down and
really
that arm. Yeah.
The battle I always say in bottom position is if you're on your belly, you can get turned. Most guys get turned once they get to their belly.
Yeah.
So the battle is to stay on your knees, because if you're on your knees, you can stand up and get away. But if you're on your belly, the next move is to get back to your base. So top guy's trying to put you on your belly, bottom guy's trying to stay on his knees, get to his feet. That's the fight. Once you get him bellied out, that's when the guy will start to go to work on top, and that's where trouble starts to happen. He had him on his belly, had that hammer lock back behind his back. Did a good job. Stark did not getting scored on, but if they get back in that same position, Stark's going to have to get out, or Peters is going to get to work on top.
Yeah, big time.
Peters on bottom here on the whistle. Oh, got out of there quick.
A little quick.
He even beat the whistle on that one.
A little quick.
As they get reset, Tristan Peters on bottom, Gabe Stark on top. Good whistle move on bottom. Did a great job. Good lift and return.
Yeah.
Trying to get that leg in, got it caught. Now Gage Stark here, trying to get him broke down. The same position we were in earlier, we were just talking about it, but Stark's got to get him bellied out so he can get to work. Did I get them mixed up, Phil?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Stark is on bottom now in all kinds of trouble.
Peters got him in bad
Peters has
position.
got him blocked up. I can't tell if his shoulder's down or not.
I think that left shoulder's still up, but it
looks like his elbow's up on the inside there.
Yeah.
If that elbow's up, that means his shoulder's up. But this is a big-time 4-point swing, and that's if he doesn't get pinned.
There.
Minute and 20 seconds to go. Now his arm, you can see that inside arm's up and out. That's keeping his shoulder up, but it's getting tight.
Yeah, there you go.
And you can see Stark, he's going back and forth. He's being smart here. Now he's got his arm on the inside. He's got that. He's going to at least hold on there.
Yeah, good job.
All right, so Tristan Peters on top.
On top, yes.
On top. That's my bad.
Peters Claremore on top.
The red and green's got me all confused. I'm just a big dumb wrestler, Phil.
Well,
Colors are hard. So Peters on bottom here. Gets the escape. Had a nice whistle move, but Stark did a good job. Now he's attacking. And on this little crackdown position, Claremore's going to be happy just to get he's trying to get out here. Peters would be happy just to get a stalemate here. He'd be more than happy to get a stalemate. As he's dead to rights with 5 seconds left to go. The referee's going to let this go. Doesn't look like he's going to score. That's going to conclude the second period.
What did I
tied
miss?
Up.
No, it's something's wrong with the score.
Well, so
Peters got back.
Well, Cage Stark got 3 points for the takedown, and then he got 1 point for the escape. Tristan Peters got 4 points for the near fall, so that's 4 and 4. And then he got in on the shot but didn't finish it, so there was nothing there. So it looked like he was still on top, but he wasn't.
Yeah, I got you.
Another early start. Those cautions, you get 2 free ones, and then the third one costs you a point. So Peters got out of there a little bit quick. It's never a bad idea to beat that whistle, see if you can get out of there on time. But now back to work on top is Gage Stark. We saw this earlier. He liked that he barred that arm up, then he got that hammer lock. He had him bellied out before. Staying up on your knees there is good, but if he gets bellied out, he's going to be in trouble. But he's doing a good job staying on his base. It's hard to run a chicken wing when a guy's coming up. You lose all your pressure. You lose your pressure and your leverage when a guy's face isn't on the mat. So if he's up on his base, it's good. He did a good job defending, but still stuck on bottom. Up close and personal on this camera shot. That's nice.
Good job with the legs there by Stark.
He's going to put these legs in and keep him bellied out, and he's got to keep him bellied down. He's got a minute and 15. If he finishes on top, this match stays tied to go into overtime. But, you know, if Peters is able to get up and get out, it could get wild at the infield.
Could get sporty.
We saw Stark take him down early on, but has been pretty dominant on top. Back to the center. Tristan Peters of Claremore on bottom. Gage Stark on top. Third period. It's tied 4-4. Minute to go. And we are going to get a caution for an early start. That is Tyrone Lewis. Looks like he's
replay on this, Sean. You can see it here. Yeah, that's a good call.
Couldn't hear the whistle on the replay. It was a nice bar arm chop.
Yeah.
But look here, they're going to go ahead and let him go.
Oh, wow.
Minute to go, they give him the point, and that's going to give Stark a minute to try to score from his feet. He's in on that shot. Now remember, they scrambled a lot during that first period. Nice job. He steps over. He's got to try to push that knee down and get his head out. He's going to pop his head out, and then he's going to get his three. He's got to circle around a little bit more.
Doesn't have it yet.
Man, Tristan Peters doing a great job scrambling.
Yeah, he really is.
There's the 3 points. He just got 3, and that's going to put him up by 2. Going to be a stalemate.
Boy, what a match.
Should be up by 2, I think.
Yeah, should be up by 2.
You know, he let him go. That gave him the 5 turned into 6.
Right.
No, I guess it was 4. It was 4-4. It was 5-4. Now it's 6-7. He's got him in all kinds of trouble. He's coming out with the zone. He's got the head on the far side. He's rolling him through. Boy, Peters is doing everything he can to get out of here. He's got 8 seconds to go. We're down under 5 seconds. He pops his head out. He's going to get something.
Not going to get there.
We'll see if the referee gives 1 here for the escape. No change in control, and Tristan Peters of Claremore. No, I'm sorry. Stark wins that match. The green and red that we're looking at is different than what it is on ours.
Yes.
We've been getting mixed up all night. So Stark wins that match down to the wire. I could watch that match all day.
That was a great match.
If they want to do an exhibition after this, I'll stick around and watch.
Yeah. Here we go. 126 pounders.
Rocking right through this. Chickasha's got another one in the finals. They're in the purple. And now Carl Albert in the gray.
Another in the finals as well.
Another hometown favorite as well.
It should be Cash Wiley for Carl Albert. And Cash, got the battle of the Cashes. Cash Bratt.
What's those
Chickasha.
rankings on those two?
Chickasha, Cash Bratt for Chickasha's 2. Cash Wiley for Carl Albert 3. We got 2 versus 3 here.
State champ versus state runner-up.
Not too bad.
This ought to be a good one. Claremore's in deep here. He's going to his transition back up. He got tipped over to his back. He recognized danger and hustled to get back. Nearly got caught there, but look at Chickasha Cash.
Man.
All right, so he got 3 points for the takedown, and it looks like he got some swipes. I don't know if he got near fall for that, but the referee did swipe.
Didn't see it. I think
he did swipe to kind of signify near fall, and you can't get near fall if you don't have control. That means he got the takedown, but it wasn't enough near fall to score any points with. So it looks like Wiley, Cash Wiley of Carl Albert is now sprawling. Cash Bratt in on this single leg here. Was taken down, got an escape. Now he's got to step over, and now he's got to pop his head out. Similar situation as earlier. He's got to get his head on top, and you can see Cash Wiley trying to keep his knee high. But now he steps over. He's nearly got this. Now he's out. Now you got to get your head out and then climb that arm out. He did that textbook correctly. Now look at this. Wiley's back up, nearly out, but they're going to go out of bounds. Oh, we got a battle.
Boy.
Back and forth we go. We'll see if his whistle start here is going to earn him that point. That escape point was a big deal. Not only put him back in position to score, but it's put him up in this match. Yeah. If he can ride this out, he's going to get out of this period. Oh, there it is right there. Crossover, Granby roll to get out with 3 seconds left to go.
Nice.
A heads-up move.
Wow,
and now we're tied up. Look at this. Gets over, crossover, Granby pops out.
He knew it. Wow.
He felt it. He felt it.
It's one of those deals. I know it's coming.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
Yeah, it's like, it's about halfway through. He's like, dang it, he did it.
Yeah, that's right.
Got to keep those hips down and wasn't able to do it. Wiley was able to just pop his hips out.
Yeah.
Heads up move. Wow, a little switch up there at the end. I remember he got away in the first. Was able to scramble out, get away, and get a takedown. Did a great job getting to his feet, doing a good job pushing that leg back. Keeping him from – if you push that leg back, it keeps them from being able to get their hips up to lift you. And if you stand there too long, you get caught for stalling, so you kind of got to just let them go, and that's what happened.
Boy, these kids, they couldn't be more evenly matched.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, you get to this level, these kind of kids.
Oh, yeah.
2-1, 3-2. That's what you're going to see most times, right?
Little peek out duck. He about hit it, Phil. Well, he hit it. He about got it. Just an athletic move by Bratt, and then Wiley athletically beats a big-time throw here on the outside.
Right here.
Look,
right here.
Whoop. I mean, great little replay there. Good shot with the camera as well. You know, I would think that if you make it to the state finals in 5A, you've wrestled and you got some skills, and that's what both these guys are showing.
Got a few matches under your belt.
Yeah. Some good action here. Down under a minute now in this second period. Full of action. Both wrestlers have defended takedowns, scored takedowns, scrambled, and got off bottom. Been a lot of action here early. Nice little hit. Outside single shot. Reshot catches the cradle on the far side. He's got that rolled up. This is trouble here. Somehow he gets out of there with no near fall.
Wow.
Holy cow. What an athletic takedown. He just blocked, sprawled, caught the cradle, rolled through. Gets out of there with only the 3. And I say only because that could have been disaster.
Oh, yeah. He's going to clear him here, I think. Yeah.
Good job playing here, burning the clock. Creating some action. 17 seconds left to go. and only up by 1 is Cash Wiley. He's gotten 2 takedowns.
You got a state champ, state runner-up. And by the way, there's a kid out of Coweta. Oh, yeah, name's Burnham. He's number 1 in the state.
Well, if he wants to come down here and wrestle any of these guys, I'll stick around for that match.
Look at this right here.
Just nice. Look at this, just a roll through. I mean,
But
dead
this
to
is what
rights.
cracks me up.
Dead to rights, he's got him.
Just
And he's
clean.
like,
Yeah.
no back
Yeah.
points. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So good.
Same thing. He's like, dang it, he got it.
Dadgummit.
Let me get out of here. Incredible scramble. Coach Randall over there for Chickasha, state champ last year. And you could tell by the way these kids are wrestling. They are definitely not going to concede that third place spot. I promise you that.
Well, you see there.
Eye poke there.
Yeah, also with the scoring changes here a few years ago. These scenarios, I think you see people cut people more because they know they can go get that takedown. Now it's 3 where they wouldn't have cut them if it was 2. And
that's exactly
it's just
right.
changed the match, the sport so much.
Another escape here. Cash Brad of Chickasha with 1 less takedown is up by 2 now with that escape. Going for that. He went for that high C earlier and missed it. Throws the underhook, counters it, and gets the takedown that's going to put him up 9-8. So Chickasha should be up 1.
Well, our colors on the screen, and they're flipped. So
it's going to be a point there. That's going to tie things up.
yeah.
So score's 9-9. Both wrestlers got 2 takedowns, and both wrestlers have now gotten 3 escapes.
Unbelievable.
I mean, this is a back and forth, same kind of match.
When you see that type of scoring, it's 2 kids that are equally matched.
Yeah. Boy, and normally I'd say they need to shore up their defense, but good Lord, they've had some incredible scrambles.
Yeah. It's just 2 high-level kids getting after it.
Yeah, now Bratt has hit that high C. It's a violent high C to his left side, but he shoots it with his right arm. He's hit it once and missed. He hit it earlier and was able to create the scramble out of it. Came up with an underhook. Seems to be his go-to. I'm not saying he's going to hit it, but that's been his go-to today.
Under 30 here, Sean.
Tied up in the third. 9-9 there. He went for it again and missed. Comes out with that underhook. It's the exact same scramble we just got last time he scored. Comes in with a big double. Well, I would say neither one of these guys are holding on to the lead looking for overtime, are they?
No, they're going for it.
We're still wrestling with 10 seconds to go. Both wrestlers getting after.
Oh,
big-time counter off that underhook. Came through with his head on a big-time punch double.
There it is.
That's going to shore it up at the whistle with 8 seconds left to go.
Wow.
Holy cow.
What a match.
Phil, most of the time guys will just sit back and run it into overtime. These guys both were attacking for the finish.
Yeah, they got after it.
Good
That's what you want
night.
to see. These kids will high, but there's a very good likelihood these 2 will see each other again.
Golly, what a slick
what a
double
match.
on the end.
What a match.
Threw the underhook by and then answered back with just a big-time punch double. That was beautiful. Heads up wrestling. Watch this scramble. Throws it by and then boom. Cash had luck scoring there and getting behind and creating scrambles before. And for whatever reason, can we watch it one more time? Well, we're fixing to wrestle.
Yeah,
I could watch that highlight 1,000 times.
We'll look at it later.
We'll look at it later. How fun has this been so far? Up to 132 pounds now. We've got Duncan in on a shot here. Does a nice job coming around getting that takedown. Missed the shot, but just hustled himself back around as they go out of bounds. Elgin on bottom here.
Like for Duncan, we have Burton.
We're going to call this Elgin wrestle Talon so that we don't mispronounce that last name. But Talon gets the escape there. Big snap downs here by Burton. as he scrambles out of bounds.
We're going to call Talon Mr. Talon. He's the number 1 ranked kid at 32 in 5A.
Wow.
Now, Burton is ranked third at 38.
Wow. So looks like he might be
going down.
Looks like he might be finding himself in rankings lower to
Yeah.
get all the way to the finals here in the Carl Albert tournament. The Malcolm Wade, nice little pick here. Transitions to the double. Nice finish here for another takedown. Talon now finds himself down 6-1 and has not been able to answer back for any of these takedowns.
There you look there, you see the number 1 ranked kid right now, down 6-1 early.
There's a roll through tilt. Looks like he's fixing. Boy, he's in all kinds of trouble here. I thought he was going to get out of that, but not able to.
Yeah. We got somebody trying to help us out with a name. My good friend. Go ahead, try that, Sean.
Tata Nippa. Tata Nippa.
Okay, we're going to go with that.
Tata Nippa, Tata Nippa.
And I'm going to apologize up front for getting that wrong.
Please tell me if I got that right or we'll keep calling him Talon.
Thanks, Jared. You got it. Thanks,
Tata
Jared.
Nippa.
My buddy Jared, always helping out.
Tata Nippa now, he's up against it down 10-1. Obviously, got to get something going. I think if he gets a little bit of offense, finds a way to score, can get back in this match. Again, you look at a score 10-1 and you're always thinking like, holy cow, that's a long way to travel. Yeah. However, with 3-point takedowns, you can catch up a lot quicker than you could.
It's not as far as it used to be.
Well, I mean, in 2 minutes he scored 10 points. It doesn't mean you can't score 10 points in 2 more minutes. So if you can slow down that momentum and start climbing back, it can come back quick as well. Tata Nippa now underneath, trying to roll through that and scramble. Man, Burton just solid here.
He's just so strong.
Solid in his scrambles, but Tata Nippa's trying to come out that back door. He's got to, if he can get his foot to hit the ground, he can scramble out, but it's the classic scramble. If your foot is not on the floor, you cannot scramble. Right. Oftentimes guys scramble and they try all this crazy stuff they see on the internet, but the key is the foot on the ground. If they don't have their foot on the ground, they cannot scramble, and that's exactly what Burton did. He picked his foot up off the ground. He can't scramble if his foot's not on the floor. Back in this neutral position now. Tata Nippa getting just pushed out of bounds here. Duncan coach over in the corner won that stall call. Not going to get it yet, but if he backs out of bounds again, he's going to see that. Or he's going to get called for stalling. He's got to stay in the center, or at least try to circle up. Feeling that size, I can tell you that. Trying to come out of that tie-up. In goes Burton on another shot. This time Tata Nippa shuts him down. Throws him off. 45 seconds left here to go in the second period in this 138-pound matchup. You are live here on the High School Huddle. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching these Carl Albert finals. Nice pass by there, Tata Nippa. And maybe would have got that stall call had he not shot him out of bounds.
The Burton kid, this happens a lot of times when a kid comes down a class, just looks bigger.
He definitely looks bigger.
He just, very strong kid.
And, Talon's a big, strong kid, too.
He
Probably
is.
not used to being
the smaller one.
The smaller one, Nice shot there. Did a nice pass by. He's in deep. Now, he needs to score here. He's only got 10 seconds. He's got to come up with that and try to make something happen. He's got to make it quick. He's running nice down to 3, down to 2. Down to 1.
That was outstanding.
Man, that was a great job shutting that down. But
well, we got on that head and just,
starting to see a little bit of offense now from Tata Nippa. He about hit that pass by out of bounds over here. He gets in on the leg. This, even if he's not able to pull this match out here, this is some type of this is great for him going into the state tournament or the next time they see each other. Like, hey, I can compete with this guy. Hey, I can get in on his leg. I can, I can wrestle with this guy.
Well, so I think sometimes it's almost like you get shell shocked, right?
Sure.
You look up, you're down 6-1.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's just so he's done a great job battling back here. See if he can put some points on the board.
Just a snap down, cuts the corner, catches the leg. right before they go out of bounds. It's a mean snap down, go behind. Did a great job with it.
Burton is solid, solid, solid.
He's Match is slowing down just a little bit. Just heavy in those ties, just hanging. Burton's got the major decision if he wins here, if he just stays the score the same. He's heavy snaps, but a couple of times he was able to throw Tadnip on his down all the way to his hands, down to his head, and catch an outside single from there. These last few wasn't able to. Like I said, I feel like Talon is starting to feel it a little bit better. He's starting to kind of get a little bit more comfortable with Burton, but just hadn't been able to score yet. Snap downs haven't been as effective anymore. Talon was able to get in on that right leg at the end of the second, which is the trail leg. He popped it and then took the outside single off that little – he hit that little pass by to an outside single. Tried it again earlier, but the pass by didn't work, so he didn't get in. Looks like this match is going to end here 10-1. Bryson Burton. There's that single leg again, same side. Just not able to finish it. Solid matchup, though. Got fun there at the end.
Yeah, good matchup. I'll tell you, Burton really showed some dominance there, really in control of the match the whole way.
For sure.
And I'll tell you, that's a statement at 32 for him.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, knock off the number one guy. Yeah. You can only imagine where he's going to be ranked, come Monday.
That's right.
Looks like we're going to finish up a match over here. Looks like 5th and 6th is still wrestling. So the 5th and 6th guys are going to finish up their match over there while we wait on the next matchup here. Looks like we're going to bump it up to 138. And another Carl Albert and Chickasha wrestler.
Looks like we got 1 versus 2.
And you've got 2 versus 3 on the team race.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of Carl Albert so far and a lot of Chickasha in the finals here tonight.
Yeah, we got Jarrett Patty for Chickasha, number 1 ranked 38-pounder in 5A, and Braden Mixie.
Curious to see what those team races are doing. Well, Phil, it's been a fun one so far.
It has.
A lot of good action. I love these. I love going to these Saturday tournaments in Oklahoma. You see the finals. You're going to see some of the best kids in the state competing head to head. Today it's a big 5A matchup, but a lot of times you'll get a top 4A kid versus a top 6A kid.
Yep.
I mean, it's always fun coming to these finals. If you don't make it out, you should at least come to the finals of some of these tournaments, especially if they're local.
Well, only come if you want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, only if you want to have fun.
Yeah. If you like wrestling at all, this is some good stuff here.
Well, wrestling is a sport. Even if you don't completely understand it, you'll get caught up in it.
It's a lot of times it's like a fight. You can figure out who's winning.
Figure out who's winning. That's right. All right, here we go, Sean.
All right. Back to action here, 138 pounds.
Got
Braden Mixie of Carl Albert in the gray and Jarrett Patty of Chickasha in the purple.
Yeah, 1 versus 2.
Another good matchup. Haven't got to see Carl Albert wrestle yet this year, so it's been nice to get eyes on some of these kids.
Well, I'm going to tell you, what I've seen so far, they're in good hands.
Yeah. Chickasha's got a nice head in the hole, trying to get around. Mixey's doing a good job of staying in front. Just he's kind of doesn't have control, but as long as he stays in front, he'll be all right. But Patty really trying to turn this into a single leg. Mixey staying out front, but now he's transitioning. He's hiding that thigh. It's where he needs to be. It's in a tough position to finish. Now he's where he wants to be.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to reach around, but you saw Mixey grabbing that hand, so he couldn't. But eventually able to clear that wrist. picks up the takedown. Jarrett Patty up 3-0. Patty on top is working. He's got the bar arms and the wrist. I don't know if he's going to try the tilt. Yeah, he's looking for that roll-through tilt on either side. He doesn't have the wrist well, but he's got it caught. Good enough to get some near fall. Mixay's going to have to fight like this to get that arm out. It's going to pick up 4 near fall. And he's fighting that wrist, and he needs to be fighting to his base.
Right.
When a guy lays his hips down and just fights wrist and hand control, you just give the guy your hands and they can get up. If he gets his hips up, now you got something else to control. You got something else to worry about. So you got to get on your knees if you're going to fight anything. It makes that top wrestler. It gives the top wrestler less options. Nice little roll through tilt, just textbook. Nice job there by Chickasha. Mixay did a good job fighting off his back and just getting back, but those tilts usually aren't designed for pins. They're just designed for points, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you sit here and, again, one of these situations like the previous 32-pound match, you look up, down 0, you're down 7-0, and
yeah,
a lot
happens
of work
quick
ahead of you. But, like you said also, it happened quick in the first period. It can happen just as quick in the second for the CA kid.
Yeah, he gets on top and gets a couple tilts, he'll be ahead.
Well, Mixay on top here.
Gets a chance here to catch right back up if he can. He's tying up that wrist of his own. Now Patty's trying to get to his feet. He's nearly out. He's just got to kick that thing out, but wasn't able to get there. Going to wrestle out of bounds here. Right in front of camera 3. As we get reset. Jarrett Patty on bottom, Chickasha. Braden Mixay on top from Carl Albert. Carl Albert on top, but down by 7. He got took down and turned. And now Patty's got hand control, trying to get out. Mixay does a good job just staying on that ankle again. He was there earlier. The problem here, though, is even if Patty doesn't get out, because he's staying on his knee, because he's attacking from bottom, he's not getting turned. He's not giving up any points.
Correct.
And if he finishes this period on bottom without giving up any points, he's still up by 7.
Still up by 7. You can tell Patty's just a real, he's got great mat presence, and just look at him. He's just calm as a cucumber out there.
He's got such a young face, but he's just such a calm demeanor. Like he acts like he acts like this is a Tuesday.
Going to church.
Yeah, just calm and fine and not even breathing hard.
Yeah.
Feel I'd be cramping twice by now, and he's not even breathing hard.
I have cramped twice just in this match.
Now he picks up another escape, and you can see, just understands where he's at in the match. It's fine. There ain't no reason to force nothing here. I'm up by 8. Nice little long attack there. Now Mixay, he's got the hustle now, trying to get behind.
There you go.
Gets behind. He gets the 3. They're close to out of bounds over here. Now Jarrett Patty's got his arm underneath there. I don't think he has anything effective. He's going to burn that clock down to under 30 seconds now. Mixay did a good job. Patty kind of took a nonchalant shot from far away. And Braden Mixay from Carl Albert decided he was going to hustle that one behind.
Well, Patty, you see here on the takedown for Mixay, but Patty over there, he's fine staying in that position. Let's just sit here and let the clock tick. And, about 16 seconds came off the clock.
Yeah, for sure.
Quick look over what I got.
Takes a glance back like, I'll be okay. Gets to his feet. Gets the hands. If he can get out here. Mixay does a good job dropping to that knee, not giving up anymore. That's not going to help his cause. So, end of the second period. Choice goes to Carl Albert. Braden Mixay picks neutral. He did just get a takedown. Yep. If he can get another one, that's going to put him within knocking door.
And that's what he needs. He's going to have to.
Really on top was, he did some time burning the clock, but never came close to scoring. But he did score on his feet. So this is his chance to win here. If he can get a takedown, if he can get 2 takedowns, he can, So he's got to get one now, and he's got to come back and try to get another one later. But remember, Jared Patty got the first takedown.
Yeah, Patty's I mean, this is another one of those matches. This has kind of felt like he's just been in control the whole match.
Yeah. Well, you get a takedown early and get a turn. I mean, that
it puts you in a great position.
Nice outside single,
great.
or outside high C. He's got to finish that. Oh, he ran it out of bounds. He should have ran the pipe. He got to the edge, and he should have dumped him back inside.
Yeah, he knows it.
He had it.
See it right here.
As they start to go out of bounds, he should have turned and dumped,
Right.
but instead he goes the other way. Inside the wrestling room, if you're on the other side of the mat, you can run that, but on the edge of the mat, it changes the way you finish takedowns, and just ran out of real estate. But he knows he can get in now. Clock's still running. I don't know why. The in-house clock is running down. Maybe they forgot to. Looks like the referees are aware. Do we know why the clock's running? Clock ran down to 57 seconds in-house. And now it's back to 110. So that clock must have been the injury clock. The blood clock. Okay, that's my fault. I wasn't paying close attention. I was going to say that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But okay. So Mixey's he scored from a front headlock right here. This is where he scored before. Hustles behind. Now he's got to let him go and try to do it again. He's got to let him go. And look at Patty. He knows.
Yeah, he's hanging on.
He's hanging on, slowing it down.
Want that. Yeah.
He's got 2 snap down go behinds, and he's been in on a high crotch. He doesn't need to force it, so he's got plenty of time to set up a good shot.
Yeah.
He's got to create that action down, because if Patty doesn't honor it and stands up, now he can shoot his high C.
9-6, is that right?
Going for that high C. He's got it. He's got the outside shot here. He's got to come around. This is his opportunity to win. He's got himself back in the match, and he should have set him down on his hip there. He's got this if he can finish. Should not have gone over the line. You never go over the back. You always stay on the leg. He gave him that whizzer, but he's fighting through it now. One more chance. He's trying to roll through. He's getting crafty. He's coming up. He's got 5 seconds. He turns it. He gets the takedown right on the edge. Ties it up. Ties it up. Phil, talk about game.
Just no
Talk
quit.
about game.
See it right here.
Down 7-1. Climbs his way all the way back with takedowns.
Watch this.
And this is going to get crazy because we got an injury time. Look
right
at this.
Here, you're thinking,
Yeah, he had his arm in a just guts it out, rolls his wrist out, drops
10
down,
seconds left.
rolls underneath like an alligator to reset, gets back up to his feet, limps his. Willed this to happen. Willed that to happen. Wow. Incredible effort.
Wow.
Incredible
Great
effort. Holy cow. Was not content with losing that match.
No.
Did an honorable job coming back. You made a good comeback. And he said, no, I want to win this.
When he gave that wizard up here with 10 seconds, I thought, well, that's a match.
Yeah, I was the same. He never should have went over his back. Sure enough, he's like, I know.
Found a way.
Found a way. This blood time is much needed. The momentum definitely shifted back to Carl Albert.
Here we go.
And now we got a match. It's overtime. First person to score wins. The momentum has been in Braden Mixey's court. But Patty, was wrestling harder early on.
Oh, look at here. Oh.
He's in on a deep
leg, yeah.
This scramble's getting crafty here, but Mixey's all kinds of rolled up here. Patty's got his hands locked on a cradle, and he's got a cradle on the inside, and he's talking to the referee saying, I got a cradle, I should have points. Referee says you don't have control yet, but now he does. And Patty.
Heck of a match.
What a fun comeback of a match that was.
I appreciate the entertainment, but if your Patty's teammates are going, you didn't have to give us all that entertainment.
Yeah.
Right? So you'll see it here, and I think he did have that cradle locked up early, but I don't know if we'll get it on this shot or not. But
Well, he had the cradle hooked up, but I think Mick says his arm was around the leg. The referee wanted to see. He's got his hands locked here,
Right.
but he's still got his arm in.
Yeah.
And so I think the referee was like, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Once he stepped over, though, I mean, he was kind of caught and he knew it, but once he stepped over, that kind of sealed the deal for him.
Yeah, great match.
Great match.
Another great match.
A lot of fun. I can't. And then Patty's like, "Oh, I need another takedown." He just goes and gets it.
44.
Moving on to 144 pound. It has been a fun one. Carl Albert stays in that chair.
Well, nobody moved.
And so does Chickasha, don't they? Different singlet, same team.
Same teams.
This has really been a showcase for both these teams. I'll be interested to see that team score whenever those start to populate. Maybe we'll pop that up and take a look after if we get a little break in one of these matches. It's been bang, bang, back to back.
Yeah, we got 3 versus 4 here. You've got
got a cradle here on the left side. Chickasha lets go and cuts the corner. Noah Knight of Chickasha picks up one and cuts. He gets around and puts both boots in immediately. And Bradley Davis of Carl Albert now stuck underneath. Getting real high. Real high. Got to be careful he doesn't give up a spladle there.
Noah Knight's number 3 at 44. And I don't have anything from Bradley.
He's going to try to hit this half on the far side. He's got the half. He doesn't really have a half as much as it's more like a half tilt. He's using the half motion to pull this tilt because he's tipping off the side. Now, if he goes to his left, he'll have a real half. But right now he's kind of pulling it over like a tilt.
Yeah.
He's got that half tight. Davis's arm is way further to the right than the left arm should be. He's able to get it back a little bit. Boy, Noah Knight's high right here.
Boy,
he's hanging off the top, and he's starting to dip his hip off the far side, and he's in trouble. If Bradley Davis, now he's able to climb back on, gets back in saddle. He's still pretty high here. Seems to be happy to be here. Seems to be comfortable.
5 seconds left, but
happy to ride that one out as they go. First period, 3-0. Noah Knight of Chickasha leads over Bradley Davis at this Carl Albert Invitational. You're live here on the High School Huddle. Kind of rolled that start a little bit. A little caution. First free one. He's got one more he can burn up before it costs him any points. Breaks him down, goes straight for that chicken wing. He had luck here in the first. Wasn't able to score in the first, but definitely dominated on top after that takedown. Now Noah Knight's getting back to work, but Bradley Davis is doing a good job. He's on his knees, which makes this harder to finish. But he posts up and he gives up opportunity for those legs to come back in. He struggled here the first period. See if he can have a little better luck. Looking for a defensive fall here. He's going to try to just hold on to that head and pancake him to his back. And now look how high he is. He got he got too high, and Davis this time able to create that scramble he needed to buck him off. Pulls that head, bucks him off, gets the 2 reversal. And just like that, he's back in this match.
Sometimes you can get too cute.
Potentially dangerous here. Look at this. He was
right here on the
got in
replay.
trouble. Yeah, he got in trouble getting high. Yeah. And did a good job scrambling off his back. He was in a tough spot. Got a potentially dangerous there on that little hammer lock. They put that on their hip and they'll run around the top. Referee stopped that before it got too terrible. And they go back to work here. Now, Chickasha doesn't act like he wants to get out here. Puts his head on the mat and locks his hands, meaning he doesn't want him to get the arms. But you can't stand up unless your hands are on the mat. So looks like he's just – yeah, he went straight to defense to start the period. Now he's trying to roll through. Back got caught on his back again, but he did catch a leg underneath. He's got the leg. That's a crafty little roll through. Using that length to his advantage, he comes up with a cradle.
Yeah.
He's got a cradle on the far side. They get out of bounds. Noah Knight crafty using that length. Rolled through, reached under, hustled around and grabbed a cradle, and they get out of bounds. I'm not sure if that's a move they work in practice, Coach, or if that was made up on the fly.
I think that was made up on the fly.
Yeah. He acted like he'd done it before.
Well, he probably has.
I want to see Coach Randall show that move later.
I think Coach Randall's probably saying the same thing.
Yeah.
We don't drill that in the room.
I think. Yeah. Coach Randall, if you come back and watch this, I want to see a YouTube video on you showing that sequence right there. That's slick. Now Davis on top, really getting to work on top. He's having success here. He hadn't scored yet, but holy cow.
That was nice.
Noah Knight.
Oh,
that's two on the whistle. No, to the referee over here on the side. He said time before the referee. So he was the secondary referee is watching the time and he's counting it down.
Let's see it here, Sean.
It was a takedown. It just wasn't a takedown within regulation.
Clock in the background, yeah.
So what happens here on these big matches, and it's nice when you have an extra referee. You see the referee over here on the left.
Yeah.
He's got his eyes on the timer, and he's counting down to the referee. And so he said time, referee blows the whistle. So he knows exactly when the time is.
And you notice 100% no complaints from the Carl Albert.
Yeah.
I mean, they got it right.
Yeah, so it was a takedown. Yeah. It just was not a takedown in time.
In time. About a half a second too late.
Yeah, but talk about some wild scrambles here, middle of this match. You know, I thought we were going to finish that. I thought we were going to finish that period out just top and bottom.
Yeah.
Chickasha decides he's going to hit a roll and get out, and then Carl Albert decides, well, I'm going to throw you on your head real quick. And in 7 seconds, we got more action than we did the whole second period.
We got a match.
Looks like we're rolling into some injury time here for Chickasha. He had earlier. There was a potentially dangerous call when he had the arm and he puts it on his hip to run, and Chickasha kid comes up rolling his shoulder out, kind of hurt. He came up from that same scenario, kind of working out that same shoulder, like possibly something got banged up a little bit.
He's still looking at it.
So now they're back to work here. So score is 3-2. Carl Albert's on top. He's down by a point. And there's a nice just sit out and switch for Noah Knight. It's going to earn him 2 points.
Boy, he likes to set out high.
And Bradley Davis of Carl Albert is on bottom trying to work his arm out. If he can get his arm out, he might be able to just peek out and get out to the front. Boy, Noah Knight, he likes to wrestle high, and it's costing him there. He gives that reversal back. But still, down by a point, Bradley Davis finds himself back on top, but he is working a cradle. You know, he's been close to scoring.
Got a replay here, Sean.
Nice little sit-out switch. And then look, he goes right in for this little inside Granby roll.
Right here.
Ends up setting it up. Doesn't get any near fall, but able to score and get back on top. And as we go back to live action, we're going to see the score now 4-6 because Chickasha decided to let him go, so now they're neutral, which earns Carl Albert let Chickasha go. Right. So Bradley Davis says, let's go on our feet. Yeah. So Noah Knight gets a second point. Knight there it is, a takedown. No takedown yet. He's behind him. He's got to return him. Get him on his hands.
Nothing.
I can't believe that. This is crazy.
Nothing.
Bradley Davis had what he needed to be ahead on this match. Oh, look at this arm.
Wow.
Referees kind of got to let it go just because there's no takedown yet. That's going to be a takedown for 3 there. Yeah. Noah Knight was taken down for the most part.
I tell you.
And was able to stay on his hands, came down, hit that post switch, and ends up back on top. Man, Bradley Davis, just a Gumby, able to get out.
Look at this.
Phil, your arms do that, don't they?
Well, not on purpose, but I mean, but that's.
Looks like there was some near fall in that transition, which now puts Bradley Davis with the 2 reversal. That puts him up 6-12, but he is going to have to get a turn now, so he's going to have to stay on top. And Noah Knight's just got to ride this clock out. He's down under 10 seconds. He's up by 6.
Missed opportunity on that takedown earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was a I mean, he was there.
He was clean. Yeah, I just had to return him.
Yeah, I don't know that you get a chance to wrestle a kid like Noah Knight every day in the room. Just his ability to scramble, the awkwardness, he uses that length.
Awkward's right. Very awkward.
Did some crazy stuff in that match that hard to prepare for, especially if you've never seen it before.
Yeah, he's favoring that right shoulder big time.
Yeah, hopefully that's just something a little ice and ibuprofen will fix, and he can get back on the mat Monday.
Knows, right?
Well, I know if you're north of 40, that's not going to fix it. If you're under 20, usually you bounce back pretty quick.
Yeah, about a minute.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right, we got next 150.
Boy, there have been some fun matches far.
This is a good one here right now as well. Antuna from Elgin, of course, great football player for the Elgin Owls. Getting it done on the mat, undefeated on the year, Antuna is.
Having a good season, another good season. Got to watch him wrestle last year some. He's a fun one to watch.
He's a fun
explosive, fast.
Murray and Antuna met last year. Antuna came out on top on that match, but right now, this season, Gunnar Murray ranked number 2 at 150 pounds. Antuna ranked 4th.
Got some matches. Not sure what we got going on. We just started a match over there at 150 pounds, but they're still finishing up a match at 138 behind me. I'm sorry, at 144 behind me.
It's like we might be getting ready here.
Yeah, I think the mat to our right started a little early.
Did we switch?
Looks like we got Colton Stevens wrestling of Guthrie, and he's taking on Chickasha.
Chickasha, yeah.
Now here we are live here in the first and second place matchup. Gunnar Murray of Claremore taking on Braxton Atuna of Elgin.
Should be a good one.
Phil, I don't think we've seen a bad one.
No, we haven't.
It's been a lot of good ones. Some heavy hand fights early.
Love it.
That's a little old school, isn't it?
Yeah, it is old school. I love it.
A little physicality.
Yeah.
Get things started out. I think as we get in these bigger weights, we're going to see a lot more of that.
Yeah.
These little guys are scrappy, and these big guys will be a little more physical.
Now, I always said, you get up to that 160, 150, right in there. This is where the studs live.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no disrespect to any of the weight classes, but you'll see some kids here that are.
These are the kids that rule the locker room.
Yeah, no doubt.
They're finally getting big enough they can beat the big boys, and they're
right.
and they're too big for the little guys to beat
right.
on. So
that's right.
Kind of a back and forth. They're feeling each other out, taking some shots, kind of looking at their timing. Nobody's really committed hard yet. Got that inside collar tie hard. He's got a heavy collar tie, Atuna does. He's heavy on that head. What that heavy collar tie does, it shuts down the offense. When you got that heavy collar tie, when Murray goes to shoot, it's immediately going to put his knees heavy. It's going to slow him down. It's going to stop him early. So what would normally be a slick penetrating shot, like when he's drilling, that heavy collar tie just shuts. It just makes everything slow motion, like running in mud.
Yep.
It's a position that's, when used properly, is just detrimental. A lot of guys overlook how important just a heavy, constant collar tie can be. Reason they don't let you do it in football, Phil.
Yeah, because it's effective.
The offensive line could do collar ties.
Oh, my goodness. That changed the game, wouldn't it?
Quarterback sacks would go down.
Way down, way down. Yeah.
Boy, Atuna gets right to his feet there. Trying to get out of bounds. Look at that. Boy, he's aggressive there on bottom. Gunnar Murray did a good job, just gets him to the edge where he can drop down and get him out of bounds and not get himself in trouble. look for a similar sequence again. Those guys are going to battle for those positions. But if Atuna keeps getting to his feet, he's going to get out. Murray's got to find a way to put him down in the middle of that mat. There it is. He's got him down. He's just got to keep him down. Atuna right. Man, he's quick to his feet, isn't he?
Very quick.
Right. Boy, Murray's doing a great job on top. That's harder than it looks.
Well,
normally when guys can get to their feet like that, they're a shoe-in for getting out.
And you can see Atuna's, his hips down strong, extremely
Absolutely.
strong. And
but, boy, Murray, I'm impressed with his ability to just stick with it, wrestle, pop him back down, pop him back down. Like I say, most guys will let you go when you do that.
Right.
That tells me Murray's a dog on top. Because now he's getting to work, and Atuna is now stuck on bottom. He's stuck here and doesn't want to be here. On his belly, bellied out.
Right.
Yep.
He's trying to get up to his base there. The cross-face in, Sean.
He's riding that ankle heavy. The way he covers those hips, he covers them hips and he stays on his toes, which means he's able to float. He's able to move. If you're just hanging and leaning when a guy pops his hip, he gets out.
Right.
But if you're on your toes and your hips are in, you're able to move. If that guy moves, you go with him and you stay balanced. You don't. He doesn't get far away. He doesn't get strung out. And look at this. He's got a half. He's got a half on that far side of the forearm. He floats so well on top. Gunnar Murray's a dog on top.
Oh, he is.
I don't think Atuna is used to being rode like this. You know, being athletic, getting to your feet, popping out should work. That's what you're supposed to do.
He's supremely athletic, and it creates frustration.
Yes.
And
it seems to be now. Once he realized he couldn't get out, he seems content to just stay here and not get scored on, which is everything Murray needs to score. He
crossface there.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry.
Yeah. That was a good crossface. Yeah.
So goodness, good seats in the house, man. Look at there.
Man, they're up there where the air's moving.
What do you got a sponsor to get up there, Chris?
I don't know.
Jiminy creaminy.
They got like cushioned seats and.
My goodness, they do it right here at Carl Albert High School.
They got food right behind. They're 10 steps from the concession stand.
Yeah, we went down into the hospitality earlier, Sean.
They
First class.
They take care of you here at Carl Albert, don't you?
Yeah.
They fed us. They gave us tables, plug-ins.
Chairs.
They even let us borrow a tripod. It was.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, they about sacrificed a mat for us.
Sean and I looked at it and said, I don't want no part of that.
We weren't willing to do it, but they were willing to let
money.
us.
Yeah.
Stands up and gets away. Now we got a match here. Yeah. Gunnar Murray did a good job just staying patient on bottom. He builds himself back up, gets that escape. And here's the thing, Phil, I'm a guy that loves top riding, but it makes a huge difference because the difference here is Braxton Atuna, he spent the entire second period on bottom, getting rode, getting worked, getting wore out. And now that speed and that explosion and that strength has been milked out of him a little bit. And so now Gunnar Murray's, I'm not saying he's going to score here, but he's got a better chance than he would have otherwise. And he's done a good job here of shutting things down, and now he doesn't have to push the issue. He doesn't have to push the pace. He doesn't have to force a shot. He's putting the pressure back on Atuna. And I know with this new scoring, a lot of guys are focusing more on takedowns, and I still say that top position, top and bottom, is still part of folk style wrestling, and it matters.
Well, and you look at Murray, too. Look how long he is, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, in there. He's in.
He's going to have to stop this shot, though, because look at Atuna now. Answers right back. He scores this, and he's going to be up by plenty. This is where that three-point takedown is going to matter.
Yeah.
Gunnar Murray using that length.
Good job.
He's got to try to get his hips up or try to roll through to get long, get through to get long, and that's exactly what happens.
Boy, I tell you, that's a great job by Murray.
Yep. And now he's got this long. And, again, he doesn't have to force this situation. He kind of just needs to stay busy enough not to give up a stalemate.
Right.
And Atuna's got to stay busy. This is his chance. He's got to do something. Yeah. But he's running out of time, and he's bellied out. And Atuna's going to hang on here. And because he was able to ride,
100%.
Wins this match 1-0. It doesn't always work out that way. But in this case, showed that dominant top position and did a great job.
Great match.
And, Atuna was in on that high C, had what he needed to win. But Murray did a great job. Using that length, he was able to lock through the crotches, slow it down. Murray starts to climb. and he rolls him through to get long, gets his hips back on top. That's a crafty kid. That's a good wrestler, solid on top. Very good mat awareness. These boys are getting big enough now. I'm worried about the table being this close.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Well, Chris thought we needed to be right up next to the mat.
Chris likes to be in the middle of the action.
So we told him we should probably back off a little bit. These big boys, we got to make sure they stay away.
You got the one on the white. I got the one on the red if they come in here, Sean.
I don't want either one of them.
I don't either.
I left my wrestling shoes at home, Phil.
Oh, boy. I couldn't bend down to tie my wrestling shoes on.
Up at 157 pounds. These boys look big for 157
yeah, they really do.
pounds.
Got Lee from Claremore and Donnelly from Elgin.
Yeah, Lee's got a thick chest, big kid, big hips. Brody Donnelly's longer and taller for sure. Good fake there by Lee. I like his movement here. Big collar tie, fakes, big deep shot. Donnelly does a good job using that length to get his hips back, but just, man, we've seen this a couple of times tonight. Just a standard snap down, go behind.
Very nice.
And I say standard as if that's easy to do.
Yeah.
They make it look easy, Phil.
Just smooth.
Yeah, very smooth. Makes me feel old. I don't think I have the athleticism to do that.
Well, this is a weight class that you did okay right around this weight class when you're in your youth.
150 years ago.
Well, I think you used to do things like that, Sean, a little bit. Don't sell yourself short.
Good escape there by Donnelly. Really just, was very crafty, kept moving, kept busy.
Yeah.
Lee was trying to ride. He never got in a position where he could start to score. He was just hanging on, trying to ride this bull, and Donnelly just stayed busy enough to get to his feet and get out. A lot going on here in 2 minutes, I can tell you that. 3-0, Hayden Lee of Claremore is going to finish this period on top. 3-1 over Brody Donnelly of Elgin. As we finish up this first period here on the High School Huddle inside Carl Albert's High School Gymnasium. We were talking earlier about how accommodating they were here in Carl Albert.
So accommodating.
They even let the lowly media guys go in and get some of the refreshments.
Yeah, they were, treated us first class, let us in the VIP door, helped us bring our bags in. Everybody kept saying Mr. Evans.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Well, but Chris is Mr. Evans.
Mr. Evans. I just remember when he was Evans. Now he's Mr. Evans.
Well, Phil,
what happened?
Well, you know how you say there's levels to the game.
Yeah, he's still just knucklehead. He's Mr.
They just call me sir. They don't even know my name. Yeah. Nice arm drag, double leg. Comes up with a single. Very slick there by Brody Donnelly. That's a heavy shin whizzer. He's got to try to get his right arm over top of that knee and then climb up. He didn't lock his hands, but he climbed up. Great whizzer by Hayden Lee, able to stomp that leg out. Boy, Donnelly's not afraid to just dive in there and use that length to grab something. Going here for this snake. He's got this cow catcher. Donnelly now going for a big throw. Whoa. Holy cow. Boy, Donnelly knew what he wanted, didn't he?
Well, he did.
He went for that on purpose.
He's going to get this fall.
Boy, I don't think Hayden Lee was expecting that. Wow. I don't think he was. I wasn't expecting that. Phil, when he looked up and brought his feet in, he said, "Let's go for a ride." I didn't know that was going to happen.
That's big time.
Holy,
big time win right there.
That was one of those. Hey, thanks for locking this up. I'm fixing to throw you.
Smokes.
Holy, and just like that, that. Watch this replay here. He's got him.
Right
look at
here.
this. He just sets him up for it, and
then right here when he
once Lee locked down, he couldn't let go.
It's over right here.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it's over. Great job.
He pulls that arm up, and then once that arm goes up, it's over. Yeah. Holy cow! He did. You didn't see it from that replay, but he was looking right at us. You saw him walk his feet and throw his head back, and I'm thinking he's going to throw him.
It was big time.
And even when he fell on his back, he's like, "I'm all right. I got this." And poor
poor
Lee, boy, his hands were just caught. He was going for the ride.
Yeah, that was an upset.
Just like that.
I'm trying to see if I can find. Lee was fight was 5 at 165. Trying to find. Well, I can't see anything on Carter. Oh, right. And Brody was 10 at 65, so they're down. But so 10 over 5.
Wow. Well,
Little
he's
inside information.
he's
A gentleman-
definitely going to move up in the
Yeah.
rankings.
Oh, no doubt. A buddy of mine from Elgin, he's the father of a state champion himself, and he just told me, talking about Donnelly, he said, he has always had amazing hips.
Well,
So-
I don't know if he's always had him, but tonight
He had him a few minutes ago.
They were there
That's
tonight,
right.
so I can
That's right.
I can concur those hips are still there.
It's outstanding.
Yeah, he did a good job. You know, with the way he was just diving in on shots, you can tell he's long. He's used to being able to just hook something up and grab it.
I just want to point this out. Look at this young man. He'll be wrestling in the finals here at 65. Does he just look like a wrestler?
You know, if I was if he was in a lineup, you know, of just different athletes,
You'd say wrestler.
there's only one sport.
Wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, goodness great. That's a kid.
That's Phil,
That's
you
a
look
full-grown kid.
you
That's
look like that in
kid.
a singlet, don't you?
Well, in my head, yeah.
You're talking about the loser of our pick's going to have to wear a singlet like that's.
I cannot wait to see Chris in a singlet.
Well, he's gonna. That's what Chris looks like in a singlet.
Oh, Mr. Evans. I can't wait to see
Mr. Evans. Yeah, we have to start calling him Mr. Evans now. Well, he's going to like being called Mr. Evans,
Yeah,
isn't
I think we might have started something.
he? Now, we know it'll stick if Ronnie calls. If Ronnie calls him Mr. Evans,
Oh, that'll never happen.
Then
No,
then
that'll
it
never
is.
happen. No, that'll
Then
never
it's
happen.
for sure.
You know, Chris
Oh.
and Ronnie were wrestlers when they were kids.
Yeah, Mr. Evans was
Chris
used to be.
invented a move,
What's it called?
the breathtaker.
Oh,
Yeah, the
oh
breathtaker.
wow! Now, was this collegiate wrestling or was this
Oh,
like
this is living
WWE
room-
living room wrestling?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the real,
yeah.
the real kind that matters. Professional
Professional
wrestling. Yeah.
The breathtaker.
It was professional because his
No,
mother
if you
mother
look-
probably said, "I'll give you $1 if you'll quit."
If
So
you
now
look
he
at
got
Ronnie's
paid.
face every time I say the word breathtaker, he just look at him. He
Did
doesn't
it-
like he remembers it.
Did it take Ronnie's breath away?
Oh, yeah, still
Oh
does. Look at
boy!
him.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Well, so what we've learned today is that Mr. Evans can
Yeah.
take your breath away.
Oh boy, this took a turn. I got to ride back with him.
Oh boy! All right. Well, we are finishing up at 157 pounds. Looks like there's a little bit of blood time over there on the third and fourth place match, which is taking a little bit longer. We got some.
there we
In case we
go.
get too rowdy, we got some guys in house.
Got Sergeant Parks, Sergeant Strong there, serving and appreciate them very, very much. Everything they do. I'm a little nervous though, because Sergeant Strong just looked right at me.
You can never trust a guy with a bald head, Phil.
Well, true.
So been a great tournament out here.
It really has.
Turnout at this tournament. God, the quality of the wrestling here so far. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's outstanding.
Yeah. I think we're in for another good one here as well.
Some of the best.
Boy, Carl Albert's been in about every other match.
Well, it looks like we got 1 versus 2 coming up in the 65-pound. We got Clayton Carey from Guthrie, number 2 ranked 165-pounder, going against Kingston Sykes, number 1 ranked 165-pounder.
You know, Carey, obviously we're familiar with the Guthrie team. We cover them a lot.
Yeah.
But, you know, Carey's a kid that cracked the top 10 last year towards the end of the season and then came out this season and just immediately starts knocking off high-ranked guys and gets right to the top of the rankings.
He's a little hammer, there's no doubt about it. This should be a well of a match.
Definitely going to be up against the top guy in the state here. But going to be able to see where he's at in 5A for sure.
Yeah.
Right in on a single is Kingston Sykes. Gets right to it, but Carey doing a good job defending, staying long. I mean, this is a classic short, stocky guy versus the longer leverage guy.
Well, both these young men, very intense individuals.
Yeah, Sykes changing level there. Look for him to attack that same left leg of Carey again. He got it earlier. Carey shuts him down with just head, hands defense. Blocks him with his head. Did a good job there. Underhook on the far side. With the pass by. Stocks him down. Kingston doing that. Wrestling off his knee down there. Snap down arm. First minute. Pass by. He caught the foot.
Right
not
there.
able to score with it. Big-time double leg there, was able to get past the head and shows that off, but now gets the near fall, too. This is huge. That's a huge 4-point near fall, and Carey now in all kinds of trouble.
A lot of trouble here. You know, Carey battling in the semi. He was down 7-1 in the semifinals, battled back to win 15-11, but he's going to find himself in a similar situation in the finals here, Sean.
Yeah, the thing we've learned about Carey is if there's time on the clock, this kid's going to be wrestling.
He's going to battle. Yeah, he's going to battle.
You know, if there's 2 seconds left, he'll take a shot if he's down by 15.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
he's gonna stay in here and wrestle. But good night. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
But man, Kingston Sykes picks him up off the mat
Just a monster
and puts him down to
Yeah.
his back for these near fall. Just a big time 7-point takedown. I mean, hats off to Carey for battling off his back. You know, most guys would have been pinned there, but
Watch right here. I mean, that's a man takedown there, Sean.
yeah, that's a. But you look at Carey's demeanor; he's fine.
Oh yeah, no, he's fine.
The good thing about him, you know, he started late in wrestling, so he has been in situations like this before, and it doesn't really affect him. He's just going to go out and wrestle, but
He's a competitor.
for sure. Well, second in the state, he's competed. You know,
He's a competitor. I remember his first. This is a young man for Guthrie. He took a year off due to injury in football. Came back this year. First play on defense, interception. I mean, he's just an athlete. He's a competitor.
Yep. Sykes, though, you know, he gets that big double leg, did a great job, transitions back to a cradle. This kid's wrestling just back and forth. This ought to continue to be a good match.
Yeah.
There's Carey's got the bar arm on the back. He's going to try to get the bar arm on the inside. So he's got the chicken wing on the back side, able to pull that up. Needs to try to get his arm underneath. Get to Kingston now doing a good job, doing what he's supposed to do, getting up from that chicken wing. Carey's forcing this.
Careful here.
So he's catching that back foot. He's got the back foot trapped, and he'll try to elevate the back leg, which pushes towards that cross arm like this right here. He'll post and try to put all the weight on that lead arm, and that allows him to catch it. Man, Kingston, just a bull
strong.
down there, just
So
staying.
strong.
Staying solid now. Almost a minute to go. Carey's got a cradle on the far side.
I'll tell you, he's so strong.
Carey's got a little blood coming off his nose. Not sure if the referees are going to see it. Kingston now slowing down.
That is eye or his nose?
Looks like his nose, and I bet
nose,
I bet that's a wound from sometime this
yeah.
weekend. Just these 2-day tournaments in high school are full of aggression and head banging and T-shirt burns and all the things, you know.
Sykes looks a little winded here.
It's there's a far side
Carey's got an
cradle.
opportunity here. He's got 55 left. God, Sykes
Kingston
is so strong.
just able to just tripod up and get to his feet. Now he's trying to run out. He's getting hand control, trying to get out of bounds. And, boy, they were completely out of bounds. Carey let him go. And referee let him wrestle. Carey in on a single leg. Nearly has it. Coach Jaden Davenport over there not happy. We could see all 4 feet on the outside.
Yeah, that was.
This blood time is going to favor Kingston. Or is this injury time? I don't know. Oh, we have a timeout. Coach wants to talk to the referee. And they need to get back to action here because Kingston is tired. Coach Jeremy Davenport over there for Guthrie. Assistant head coach, coaching him up while head coach Jaden Davenport talks to the referee. And now we get back to action. Phil, I'm not sure what the timeout was about.
I don't know, but that's not good for Carey.
But if it was an injury time for Kingston, I don't know who took the timeout.
Carey in there.
I guess a backflip is how you stop that. Carey trying to wrestle through this. He backflips to his own single leg, but Carey's going to fight this and wear him down. You know, Kingston's up by 7, Phil, but this is a match. You take away that one big move, and this has been a back and forth match.
Back and forth match.
Carey now trying for the outside single, just trying to force a takedown somehow. But boy, Kingston just tough enough to hang on and stay on.
Take a look at this right here, Sean.
Just goes for a.
Let's see what happens here. You know, I'll just flip.
You know, I think
I do that on Tuesdays.
Yeah, you know, I think, I was talking about the Chickasha coach, Randall, should show us that. I think that the Carl Albert coach should show that move on YouTube that he's been teaching these guys.
There are those things that certain people can just do.
And some of those things not everyone can do, Phil.
You know how everybody always, many people always, well, you don't have to be a good athlete to be a good wrestler. Yeah, take a look at that.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. I mean, it helps.
Hurt.
Yeah. Carry right to his quad pod here. Slides the foot out. Well, Kingston just hangs on.
He's just so strong.
Just hanging on. Carey's still working here.
There you go.
Does a great job just building up.
Good job there. Get in there and get a quick takedown.
And I'm still curious on this injury time that was taken. Oh, my goodness. Stays in. Boy, that was on the edge. He took an – I think the injury time was because he was winded.
Yeah.
If he takes an injury time here, it's either going to be a stall call, or if he takes an injury time, the choice will go to Carey. Now, I don't know what you do with that when you're down by 5 points.
Yeah.
But –
Carey's got to get a takedown here.
yeah, he's got to get 2 takedowns if he wants back.
Yeah.
But he's got to get one here.
Yeah.
He's got to get out of this tie. And, boy, Kingston just, that block sprawl go behind that we just saw, his quickness,
Yeah, there we go.
just his ability to block a shot, cut corner, and go is just huge.
Oh,
so
there
this
you go.
is
He just took it again.
interesting situation here because so Kingston takes an injury timeout because he's winded.
Yeah.
And, it is what it is. He's winded for whatever reason. Maybe he's not feeling well. But
Right.
Carey now gets his choice because it's a second injury time. He can choose where he wants to go. Coaches want to put him down. Let's say he gets an escape. He's still down by 4.
Right.
So if he gets –
Would you take neutral?
it's a tough call because you got to get 2 takedowns to get in this match.
Yeah.
And how long is it going to take you to get off bottom?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can get up and get out quick, well, now you can win it with that second takedown.
And it appears that
But
Kingston's winded. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you were going to do that, this could be the time.
Yeah. But if you're able to hold him down, well, now even if he does get an
He's
escape,
gonna use
you're
every second
burning.
of this time out too.
Yeah, and you got to burn. It's a time thing. It's a tough situation because I go back.
I almost got to believe the young man's not feeling well.
Yeah.
A kid like this isn't typical.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at this level, I mean, it's there's no telling what's causing that. So Carey, if he can get away quick and still get 2 takedowns, he can win with the second takedown. And that's, he got the quick takedown, but he's got to get after him. Kingston's just going to hang on here. I say that as he hits that same double leg. Well, we saw that earlier. Like I say, Phil, you take away that big double leg to his back, and it's been a match since then.
Yeah, it has.
2 evenly matched guys. Carey trying to get past that defense. Kingston does a great job on the reshot. He's really been having success with that reshot. He scored over here on the edge, and now he's able to get back in on that leg, but he's going to be more than happy to hang on there and just burn that clock. But if he doesn't come back in, it'll be stalling, and he can't take another timeout without a forfeit. So if another, like I say, that's really the 2 things that can happen here. Carey tries to hit the double leg. Got shut down on that one.
Well,
trying to stay busy.
It's like hitting a wall.
I mean, I bet it feels like it too.
No doubt.
But, boy, he's got a nice double, doesn't he? Carey goes through with that little elevator. Smart move there just to get out of bounds. That same thing in the center of the mat. Going to be a stall call now for a point. Now takedown ties this match, Phil, but on the whistle. Kingston game just seals it up and gets the 3. Yeah. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it there. Man, what a match that turned into. Carey turned a 7-point deficit into a match. He's still going to try to get away if there's time on the clock.
Yeah. Great match.
165 pounds did not disappoint.
1 and 2 in the state did not disappoint.
Boy, and again, evenly matched 1 and 2.
Yeah, big time.
I'd be happy to watch that match again.
Yeah.
There's that double leg on that replay. hits that double leg deep, and Carey tries to roll him out again, and Kingston just game enough, just enough gas left in the tank to just squeeze it up and hold it down and get the win. And, you know, Carey got it back within reach with that stall call with a takedown, could have tied it, but Kingston, you know, game enough, been around the block, kind of gave it one last effort and was able to catch them legs.
Yeah, you know, again, I don't know what was going on with Kingston from a conditioning, but obviously something.
Something.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a typical.
You know, early on in that match, Carey blocked a couple of those double legs with his head. He had his head in a good position and his inside ties. The last few times Carey was reaching, he would reach up for the head, and Kingston would just drop. He was already low because of his height, and just would get just underneath it, and like a airplane just took off and right up underneath him. Got right through all that defense.
Yeah, Sean, we got 2 versus 3.
Ooh.
Wyatt from Grove, number 2 ranked 75-pounder against Maddox Underhill for Carl Albert, number 3 ranked.
Boy, Gavin Wyatt is thick.
Yeah.
That boy's got some heavy hips. He's big in the middle, which, you know, big in the middle means when they grab the leg, it's heavy, hard to finish. Tough. You know, got to finish usually low on something like that. Gavin Wyatt's got some, Underhill's got some height on him. As we get up 175 pounds here. Clock was not starting. Should be a minute 17. Minute 17 based on the we'll see if they
see how close they get.
See how close they try to get it.
Oh, getting closer. Whoop, stop. Oh,
there they are. On. And the broadcast was correct.
Lance is all over it.
It's helpful to have 2 clocks in the house.
Does help.
Wager Silva's down there on the end. Did a great job on the online score clock, keeping up with everything.
Wager's all business.
I
love it.
He is focused down there.
Love it.
These big boys getting in some heavy hand fights. No one's taking a shot yet. Not of any commitment, I would say. You know, Phil, it's a nitpicky thing, but I always can tell the wrestlers that don't wear their headgear in practice.
Yeah.
It's always loose and it's always falling off.
Yeah.
And I'm of the opinion that there's no reason for the said headgear. But I was going to grill Wes Ruth about it on the podcast, but I decided to play nice.
Yeah, well, next time.
Not his fault, but
next time.
But maybe next time I'll bring it up. I keep hoping one of the coaches that comes on will tell me that's the worst rule in wrestling. Yeah. Why do we have to wear headgear? Yeah. But none of them have commented on that yet. So they're more concerned about things that matter.
The only time they wear it.
Yeah, it's literally
is in a match.
Wait, and I look at all these old coaches around here that wore the headgear their whole life. They all got cauliflower.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Underhill for Carl Albert. Remember the state championship football.
Oh, nice little scramble here. Post and get out. Did a good job on a hip ice there, getting out. Second period, Gavin Wyatt scrambles out. Did a good job getting up and getting away. We saw Grove wrestler earlier today wrestling, starting things off.
Yeah.
We weren't quite ready for that first match.
That was over quick.
But it did happen quick. The second Grove wrestler making the finals here. Back on their feet. Now we're starting to see a little bit more wrestling here. First period, no one really committed to much. More or less hand fight and wait for something to happen. Underhill took a little outside single. Didn't come up with it, but we're starting to see him wrestle a little bit more here. Minute to go in the second. There's another shot there. Takes a shot on the high C, goes the other way. He's kind of shooting more left to right and not necessarily going forward with those shots. I think he's maybe trying to catch him on the way by, but Wyatt isn't stepping into it.
Sean, you talked earlier about Wyatt's thickness and just the strength. And I mean, you can see it here. Everything is, I mean, it's just biceps thrill, but boy, I'm going to tell you something. That big old butt and those hips, that kills.
There's a nice – he shoots. He starts trying to get around behind. But, yeah, those hips is where –
That's right.
You know, where all the power comes
yeah.
from. And, you know, most of the time when you're trying to take someone down, it's their leg you got to get.
Yeah.
Well, if that's massive
Well,
and
it's a tree trunk.
yeah,
that's right.
It's hard to chop down a tree
Hard
trunk.
to chop, yeah, without an axe.
Yeah. So Underhill trying to chop that down, and you know he is. That could be why he's taking these outside shots.
Right.
You get outside, and that weight falls to the mat. You're outside of it. You go down the middle. You're fighting the strongest part of the wrestler.
No doubt.
So maybe he's trying to hit the outside here, which is probably wise.
Yeah.
We get stuck underneath. A couple times he shot underneath. You know, this Grove kid just shut him down quick, and has a nice little go behind.
Does. Underhill opportunity here to up quick.
1-1 here now. We're tied up. Be curious to see in the third if somebody actually takes a shot, gets in on something, and tries to finish this match, or if they're going to try to take it into overtime and see if someone can finish it there.
Somebody tries here. I think this will be a.
Well, from what we've seen so far, third period's the exciting time.
That's where they let it loose.
All night, that's been the, you know, these matches have just gotten more and more fun the further they've gone. There's a shot there.
Right there.
So Wyatt now fires off his first real shot of the night. And Underhill, he got past the arm, but Underhill able to just kick that leg over. Now they're locked up. They were at space, kind of just, you know, almost like boxing at a distance. And now once they lock up and get in that close range, that's where you'll see shots fire off and maybe someone will pull the trigger. But kind of staying away from each other for the most part. For big guys, that's a little uncommon.
Ref encouraging them to lock it up. Let's go.
Now we're into pass-by territory. You see that inside tie, pass-by right there. We'll start to see some of that. Boy, Wyatt really took a hard look at Underhill's right leg when he came up right there. That leg was out front and heavy. Wyatt saw it. He didn't want to pull the trigger, but if he sees it again, I bet he will. Pass by, tries to pass by and shoot as they get out of bounds. 26 seconds. Now we're getting to see some wrestling here. Wrestling down on his knee. See if someone takes a risk here at the end. They may dance it out to the overtime. There it is. Look at this. He gets to that shot. He picks that. He posts on that inside arm. He catches the leg. He gets it, rolls through, comes up. Look at this. Tides are turning. We're getting out of bounds. Back in on it. Out of time. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
What? Right there at the end. We're like, well,
10 seconds.
Looks like we're going to overtime. And then next, look at this. Hits a nice. He posts to that high C. He gets out. He gets it up. He does everything he can. He's almost got this finished. And now he just rolls through. Desperate move. Comes up. Almost gets the takedown.
Here we go.
Man.
Here we go.
Just like that, this match lights off. And don't forget, Underhill was able to get to that leg and get it off the mat. He hadn't got to it yet, but he was able to get that big, heavy tree trunk off the mat, and then it wasn't so heavy. That's the thing. If you go straight, you get underneath. The hips are heavy. If you get that leg up, the hips stay off of you. And boy, Underhill did a great job of that, and hats off to Gavin Wyatt. He was done. He was taken down. What the heck, I'll hit a roll. He rolls himself out of bounds.
Way through it.
I would conclude there's a reason these two made the finals at the Carl Albert tournament.
I would say you're right.
Probably because when it gets busy, boy, these boys can wrestle. That was a fun little sequence. Now we're wrestling. Snap down, scrambles, trying to get out of bounds, jumping up. He's got a double. He's got a double here. He got the three on the edge. Gavin Wyatt tries to jump around the arms, jumps right into the double leg, and Underhill catches the legs, dumps him down in crackdown, covers the hips, and just like that, picks up 3 points for the win. This was a great sequence. They start to scramble, and he jumps up to try to get around and jumps right into that double leg.
Great.
Underhill able to just set him down and pick up 3 for the win in overtime. First overtime match of the night, but that was a good one. That was fun.
See what we have here, Sean.
Looks like we're finishing up over here on the 5th and 6th place match. But we're going to go ahead and start wrestling here.
Like we've got is that McAllister?
Arm drag to a single leg to start this one off. These boys are getting after it quick. Lawton Mack in the white.
The Skylar Red Elk for Mack. Looks like Caden Rose.
Caden Rose McAllister. First McAllister kid we've seen in the finals tonight. He's got a nice outside single going straight for the cradle here and gives it all back. I think he just kind of forced that. They got on the edge there. Might as well go. Wasn't going to be able to finish the single. He would have went out of bounds to get it, so he went for the head like, what the heck, might as well see if I can lock it up.
See if it can happen.
Yeah, and Red Elk felt that, just straightened up, got right to his feet. They get back to action. Well, these guys got right to wrestling right out of the gate.
Yeah, they're totally different than the last match.
Yeah, the last one saved it till the end.
Yeah.
They wanted the
A lot of
suspense.
defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanted people to stay tuned in. Stuck in on a double leg here. Red Elk now peeks out, gets right to the double. Rose getting crafty, and now right there swims for the half, and now Caden Rose in all kinds of trouble. 38 seconds to go, and that's the fall. And Skylar Red Elk 4. Lawton Mack just like that finishes it. I thought we were going to be in for a good one there, Phil, but Red Elk able to catch him on his back.
Caught him and
finished that one out.
match. Here we go, right here, Sean, you'll see.
Did a good job lifting. I thought he was going to try something. He got a little crafty there on the defensive side. I thought maybe he'd get crafty, but held on too long, and that just allowed Red Elk to catch what he needed to finish that match. And, you know, these big boys, it's one thing to be underneath the legs of a big guy and feel that pressure. It's a whole nother thing to be on your back underneath all that pressure. You know, you got less tools from there. Hard to get up and get off. 3rd and 4th place match going on over here. And then we've got another 5th and 6th place match just starting. Well, with all this downtime, we might as well plug the podcast on Monday nights at 6 o'clock. All right, we're going to take a quick break, brought to you by the High School Huddle.
Welcome back, High School Huddle. We're here every Monday night of the wrestling season. Every Monday night in January and February. We might have maybe one to wrap it up in March. But nonetheless, check us out every Monday night. Be sure to subscribe, be notified when we go live on Monday nights and or any other videos that we're able to upload throughout the entire week. We are on all the social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and, of course, we're on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts as well. So we appreciate however you find the High School Huddle.
And welcome back inside Carl Albert High School for the Malcolm Wade Invitational 60th Annual. 60th year this tournament has taken place. Really a 5A preview. We've seen a lot of good finals so far. Down to the heavyweight matchup. We're waiting on a few other matches to finish up on the 5th and 6th place and 3rd and 4th place match. We got an injury they're dealing with over there. 215-pound match ended quick. I'm Sean Silvas alongside Phil Nichols and Mr. Chris Evans.
Mr. Chris Evans. I'm going to say something. We get this great invitation to Carl Albert High School, also known as the Palace on Post Road. The Palace on Post Road. We really want to appreciate Coach Dunn and everything they've done. Rolled out the red carpet today, and everything's first class at Carl. Hey, all they do here, Sean, is win. That's what I tell people all the time. Seems like every time a sport rolls around, CA's in the conversation. Doesn't matter what it is.
Well, if you look at this wall that the camera's looking at right now, there's
few
some
banners up there.
There's a few banners,
Yeah.
and Phil, it's
Yeah.
a big wall, and it's running out of room.
Well, they need to build another wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, need to build another wall.
be careful how often you say that. That's
Yeah, no doubt.
but
I'll tell you, it's great hospitality here. Such a well-ran tournament too, and
yeah, so grateful for the invite to get to come down here. I
yeah.
ran from one Little League wrestling tournament to down here to try to get set up, and
Yeah.
they were gracious enough to kind of wait on us to get set up. But boy, it's a shotgun start.
well, let me tell you now.
These referees act like they got a wife to get home to.
Well, they came. One guy came over and says, "You guys ready?" I said, "About 20 minutes." They looked at me like, "Well, you got 7."
And then 5 minutes later, we started.
We started, yeah. No, it's been a great day, and we appreciate it very much. And
Yeah, a lot of good wrestling we've seen. It's been, I talk about it. I get to call the state finals every year for 5A.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best times of the year for me because I get to be mat side and watch some of the best wrestling in the state. It's so fun. But to get to come here, I get to enjoy it with you and the guys. Plus, I'm mat side and get to watch some of the best wrestling in 5A. This has been a blast.
kind of a perfect world all the way around.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good one. We're letting matches finish up on the other match. Like I said, our 2:15 match ended early, so we're watching. You can see on the far side, Rome McCone of Guthrie wrestling against, not sure who it is,
Duncan.
from Duncan.
Yeah. 190.
Getting all tied up over here.
Bryson Poindexter looks
Poindexter, it's tied up 4-4, and then Poindexter just picks up 3. So I think the 3 tied it up 4-4 with 1:15 to go in the second period. There was a long injury time, and I'm not sure what they were working on, but Poindexter seems to be fine now as he's on top of Rowan McComb. Poindexter on top here, grinding out. Now, this is a third and fourth place match at 2:15. So both the guys we watched wrestle earlier would have had one of these guys early on, most likely. Poindexter's got a half and a bar on the far side. 41 seconds to go. Second period. Third and fourth place match here at the Malcolm Wade Invitational at 100. This is 190 pounds here.
190.
190.
Yep. 215 coming up here in a
215
minute.
coming up.
Yeah.
I've been lying for the last
Well, that's okay.
10 minutes.
You're Mr. All-American, so I don't correct you. I just sat here and shut up.
Well, on the way to those, Phil, I got hit in the head a lot, so
Okay,
I don't
understand.
remember things well.
Everybody always asks me about you, Sean. Always, well, he's a 2-time national champion. And they say, wow. And I said, well, it's not that impressive. His roommate was a 4-timer.
Well, they just hand those things out to anybody anyway. It's not that big a deal. Well, at the school I wrestled at, Phil, there's a lot of
2-timers, a lot of 3-timers, a lot of 4-timers, a lot of 1-time. You're in a good program when you win one national title and everybody's like, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, welcome to the team.
Yeah, you're all right.
You get there like, I won 2 state titles. Cool, I won 4.
Yeah, I won 4. All right.
It's like, oh, okay.
All righty. Speaking of that, this 215 match coming up here in a minute. We're going to have a young man that's a 3-timer. Going for his 4th state title this year, Ritzenmeyer from Elgin.
That'll be a fun run to watch if it happens. I know everybody's keeping their eye on that. Not a lot of 4-timers, but there's been a few in Oklahoma, and that's not easy to do.
Not easy to do, and just last year we saw a young man going for his 4th, gets defeated in the finals.
Yes.
So it's not a guaranteed thing.
No, they
by
don't.
any stretch of the imagination.
They don't hand those out,
No,
and then
right.
in a state like Oklahoma, as tough as wrestling is here, and as good as these young kids are coming up, they don't really care how many you've won.
they don't
Most
care.
of these guys are more than happy to steal your thunder and take your joy. It's
I remember that match last year. I was sitting there going, "Wow!"
just watching it unfold.
Well,
was,
and the look on the young man's face when the match was over, that was now forevermore going to be a 3-timer.
Yeah.
What year did you lose? Senior year in the finals. I won.
Yeah, I bet.
You know?
I
mean, it's tough.
I've been there. It's
tough. Yeah,
But,
I didn't bring it up. Sean.
yeah. Got a good one going on over here. can't, Phil, are we in third period or second period? I can't read that far.
Looks like third.
Third period. So we got Poindexter of Duncan is up 5-4, 190-pound matchup. Third and fourth place, Rowan McCone in the black takes a shot. Poindexter heavy on those hips. And Rowan McCone rolls out. Poindexter now blocks ball, goes behind, gets 3 more. That's going to put him up 8-4 just like that. And McCone really kind of desperate there, just trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
Poindexter takes advantage of that. McCone, though, still wrestling, gets himself out. And they run out of time at the whistle. Duncan picks up another win there.
Here we go.
And here we go back to 215 pounds.
These are 2 young men, Ritson Meyer, we talked about 3-time defending state champion, and Joe Thomas. These are 2 young men that know their way around the wrestling mat and the football field. Joe Thomas, an outstanding player for the Carl Albert Titans that have won 187 straight titles, it feels like. But won their 20th state title in football this year. Of course, Elgin comes up just a little short this year in the finals, but
both of them, though, have been on
title the year before.
Both have been on state championship football teams.
Yeah, they're definitely, these are 2 competitors and winners that are used to having success.
Wrestling on the edge here. They center back up. Minute and 17 seconds to go. Ritzenmeyer now in on a snatch single. He's got that, trying to run it out of bounds, but Thomas does a great job stomping his leg down and making that hard.
That was good.
Cameraman in the corner about got taken out. As he defends himself and leaves the camera for
Well, now we're going to have some counseling on that.
Wyatt Silvas over there in the corner on the camera did a great job bailing out.
We love Wyatt, but that camera costs a lot of money.
He saw his life flash before his eyes, those 2 big boys coming at him.
That's funny.
Boy, Ritzenmeyer wrestling aggressive here.
Yeah, he is.
Frustrated he didn't get that snatch single. He had it, and Thomas did a good job just defending that and being athletic back.
Thomas doing a really nice job here.
I think slowing down a little bit now, 30 seconds to go. They were wrestling like little guys, and now they're slowing down, wrestling like big guys again.
Normal guy, yeah, normal match now.
Under 20 seconds to go, and Ritzenmeyer back on another shot.
You talk about the base earlier, but I mean, look at Thomas. I mean, well, both of them for that sake. But
yeah, I can see why they have him on the offensive line.
Yeah.
On
these are
good little first period. Both guys showing why they are multi-sport athletes. Yeah. Emphasis on the athlete part.
No doubt.
They move around pretty good for 215-pound guys.
Very athletic.
Ritzenmeyer of Elgin on bottom. Thomas Carl Albert on top. Looks like it was a caution false start on Elgin. Got out of there a little. That was a nice stand-up. Just
it was.
Came a little before the whistle.
I think we're going to see the same thing right here. Or not.
Posts that leg out. Joe Thomas goes for the cradle. Didn't commit to it. First points on the board. Ritzenmeyer gets the escape.
There we go.
Phil, they must have listened to your commentary on the last match. You like that hand fight.
I like it.
Ritzenmeyer's got the front headlock here. Not really committing to it because Joe Thomas has him swinched down on the elbow on the far side. He's just leaning down on that elbow. You try to go around, you're going to load yourself up for a little short carry. Can't really throw anything with it because your elbow's low, so you're just kind of stuck. Both of them kind of hanging on, looking for that stalemate. Referee obliged, so they get back to action. Nice high C on this far side. Standing high C, runs the pipe, sets him down. Textbook. 3-point takedown, and he immediately climbs in, puts a leg in, and now looking for the tilt. And that's going to be, I saw 2 swipes. I don't know if they were consecutive. There they are.
There you got him.
And there's 4, so he's going to get 4 points for near fall if he doesn't get the pin. And just like that, Joe Thomas is going to be down 8-0 if he can get back to his base. And he gets a reversal here. So 2 points reversal, but after all the near fall, Ritzenmeyer up 8-2. And boy, you could see right away when Ritzen got on top, he put both boots in, went straight to that half. He knew what he wanted, got right there, and Joe Thomas was left a little bit overwhelmed in that position right out of the bat. He's competitive here on his feet, but now with 20 seconds left to go, we'll see if Joe Thomas starts to try to put some offense together. Really hasn't attacked the legs yet. There he goes, shoots in on a double leg here, is trying to switch off to a single. Look at the power, just comes up. Just comes up. You know, Ritzenmeyer's got heavy hips, and he just pulled those up and went. Yeah. And it could get fun because he's going to have to do that more if he's going to try to get back in this match.
Right.
You know, Ritzenmeyer's, you know, I'm not saying he's going to, but he doesn't need to do anything.
No,
he just needs to.
I don't know how much of that's in his nature. We got 2 good shots here from the left.
Nice little high C that transitions to a single and immediately puts that leg in and dumps him over. But as he started to try to force his way on top for the pin,
Joe felt that.
Just spun right back on top for the reversal. Good little sequence for both guys. And Joe tries to force that shot. Myers catches the underhook. Look at that leg goes right back in. He cuts the corner, runs around, puts the leg in, and he gets right back to this exact same. That's the exact same sequence we just
100%.
saw. He was a 7-point takedown last time and another 7-point takedown here. And see, now he's going to trying to transition back on top. He did a better job of getting his top hip up.
He's still a little high.
Yeah, but he's going to push that shoulder down.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. He's just set back.
Yeah. He tried to do that last time, but his bottom leg was caught. This time he made the adjustment. And just like that, a 0-0 match turns into a 16-2 match.
And that's how you become a 3-time state champion, going for your 4th.
Seems to be effective.
Yeah.
Tried to put that leg back in over there, but also it didn't go right in, so I don't think he felt like he needed to force that. And now just with a simple tilt here, really all the big points. Obviously Ritzen with 2 nice takedowns, but man, the top game here was the difference for points. Ritzen easily able to turn Joe Thomas and get the tech fall in the 3rd. Ritzenmeyer shows why he's number 1 in the state. Tips his hat to Phil Nichols. And to Mr. Evans, I'm sure.
Well, his favorite's Mr. Phillips. No, that's one of the great things about the high school huddle. We get to travel all over the state. We get to know a lot of these young people and their parents, and it's been a really fun thing for us. But Ritzen's a competitor, and we love competitors. It's been fun to watch him grow up over the last. We've got to see him for the first time as a freshman when he was starting in the football team as a true freshman, and he's just he's a great kid. He's a lot of fun to watch, but big fan of Ritzenmeyer's. But tell you, Joe, what a great competitor he is for Carl Albert. Just, and you said it earlier, Sean. These kids down here. I mean, these are the best of the best. In the tournament we're seeing right now. And a lot of these matches will be state championship or for sure semi matches. Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. State tournament on Saturday morning. We're going to watch a lot of this, and what we don't see, we're going to see in the finals.
Yeah, right.
So this is one of those tournaments. It's a big deal for regional rankings because obviously when they go into the regionals for seeding, this tournament's going to play a huge role. Yeah. But it's also a great preview of the state tournament because a lot of the best kids in 5A are here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Got a feeling on Monday on the High School Huddle, 6 o'clock, we're going to be talking a lot about these matchups here at Carl Albert. Overtime match over here on the 3rd and 4th place match. 43 seconds to go in the overtime takedown period. He's got this. He's just got to get him on the mat. He's got him, but he's behind. He's just got to get him to the mat in control, and he'll win this match. Or if he gets out of bounds, it's over. Look at him stand his balance. Did a great job there. He's got to set him down. He can't let him get out of bounds. There's the takedown.
There it is.
And that's going to win the match. What a fun. And now we're on to the big boys.
We got the big boys today.
Malcolm Wade Invitational here inside Carl Albert. You're listening to the High School Huddle. Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Mr. Chris Evans, Ronnie Phillips all here, bringing you guys live coverage.
Marley Scott from Chickasha, number 1 ranked 285-pounder, 5'8".
Zayden Roberts of Elgin in the black. I'm sorry. Yes, Zayden Roberts in the black.
Yes.
Marlon Scott in the white.
Yeah.
And I bet if they moved hard towards the camera, we're just going to see Wyatt bail out on this one. The 215 scared him. This will terrify him.
Well, I've already got my left leg planted backwards to get out of here if needed.
Marlon Scott, every bit of 275, 280 pounds.
Yeah, I think that scales. Yeah.
You can see the size difference from Zayden Roberts,
Oh,
who
yeah.
is not small. He's he's
big
north
boy.
of 250.
Oh, yeah.
So we are definitely with the big boys here. Ooh, nice
Oh,
snap down.
nice.
Nice snap down. Roberts leaned in with his head, and Marlon Scott just moves out, taps the head, goes behind. Very quick for a big guy. Very slick for a big guy.
Very, very slick.
That was not done because he was bigger. That was done because he felt that. Moved out of the way, popped, and went behind like a little guy would do. Nice little
Nice
rotating.
job, yeah.
Sit out transitions through. Got himself right back up. You don't see big guys move like that on bottom very often. Working those double underhooks is Roberts, but Marlon Scott easily just able to clamp down on those and keep himself out of trouble. He's got an underhook now. Nice underhook throw by. Slick little shot here. Oh, big boy scrambling here. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Now.
Roberts pops his hips and gets over top, and now Marlon Scott. Are they going to get out of bounds? No change. Holy cow.
A little scramble in there.
Man, look at this. He's got him dead to rights. He's got a nice single leg, gets whizzered off, and now look at him just push his hips into him, runs him right over top. Both guys were dead to rights
Wow.
at some point, and somehow they both scramble out of bounds for no score. Fun little scramble there to end the first period. As we move into the second, Zayden Roberts of Elgin goes bottom. Marlon Scott, Chickasha on top. Well, we've seen a lot of Chickasha. We've seen a lot of Elgin. We've seen a lot of Carl Albert in the finals.
A lot.
And I think if you're Coweta, you got your eye on all three of those teams.
Well, listen, like I said, the only thing missing today is Coweta. Would love to have had him here, but you know, I think right now they're the favorite.
Yeah, and
coming in, but you know, listen, there's 2 or 3, 4 teams at 5A that could end up winning that state championship. Of course, you know, we got the dual state tournament coming up February 14th, Valentine's Day, the day of love.
Oh, well, I mean, wrestling on the day of love makes sense.
Well, like I tell everybody, Sean, every day is Valentine's Day at the Nichols house.
That's why you've been married so long.
Well, that's right. Union High School. Dual state this year.
That'll be
a great
fun.
time.
District duels are coming up as well.
Yeah,
this next week, I think everybody's got their. If they didn't wrestle this past week, district duels, the rest of them are going to be wrestled this following week, and we'll be talking a lot about that on the High School Huddle.
Be talking a lot about the High School Huddle, and of course, after dual state, we'll step into the tournament.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Last weekend in February.
Yeah. We're talking about Coweta as well. Coach Gabe Ellis will be on the show Monday night. We'll get to talk to him. We'll talk to him about this tournament.
I'm going to ask him why he wasn't here.
Well, yeah.
What were you doing?
Well, I was hoping to get to talk to him then, but I guess we'll wait till Monday night.
Yeah. Escape
here, Zayden Roberts now. He's down by 3. He's a takedown away. Second period. Still in this match. You know, and what's crazy, you know, we've been talking about the new point system, how the 3 points is a big deal. But, you know, these kids that have given up a couple of takedowns during the match, they seem to always get back in the match by the end.
Yeah.
If they're able to get away, they're able to get back within arm's reach. So we'll see if Zayden Roberts can figure out a way to get a takedown on Marley Scott. So far, the takedowns have gone to him.
Marley, very athletic big man.
Moves, I mean,
Moves
you know,
extremely well.
you look at his build and you think, okay, you think a certain thing, and then you watch him wrestle, and you're like, oh, wow.
We think he's going to be a statue.
Yeah,
he's
no.
just going to lean and that's not the case.
Happy to move those feet. I mean, he wears the knee pad and doesn't even need it.
May have forgot to pull it up.
Yeah. Zayden Roberts staying in this match.
big
He's
time.
staying in this match, just trying to figure out a way to get around so he can score. But look at this little foot pick. Scoops that leg up with his foot for the single leg. Did a good job pushing, scooping. Crafty little sweep of the foot there.
How about the camera work by our boy Lance Evans out there on the mat? He's getting right in there. I like that.
We don't have to call him Mr., do we?
Oh yeah.
Mr. Lance Evans?
Yeah,
Okay.
He'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
These big boys are still working. A lot of action here. A lot
Shot
going on
there.
here.
Good shot there. Love that.
Boy, Scott does a good job getting that head down. Roberts has been dealing with that, just getting his head pulled down, so he's got to stand up. So then he stands up, and then Scott gets right underneath him and gets to those legs. You can see that the Roberts, the way his posture is, it's because he's getting his head pulled on. So he's having to stand up because he's been snapped down. He's been scored on that way. Plus his neck's probably tired. It's heavy. And so he ends up standing up, and when he does, Scott just drops underneath and grabs his leg. He's done a great job of that. Boy, I rarely am impressed by a heavyweight on bottom.
That was pretty good.
But this Roberts kid is great on bottom.
Yeah.
He just, Marley Scott is not able to do anything with him from the top position. He just gets out.
He's battling too. I love it.
He's still, last takedown he gave, he was trying to throw him. He's trying to get a headlock. He's trying to make something happen. Not just gonna accept that loss without a fight. He's doing a very admirable job here trying to make something happen. And we're down under 5 seconds here in this final matchup. And that's going to do it. Marlon Scott, Chickasha, is going to win the final match of the evening.
Big time.
Congratulations to that young man. I got a good feeling we're going to be watching him again come February.
Yeah, I think we'll see him in February, a couple times in February.
You look at a team like Chickasha, too, talking about going to the national duels. I'm sorry, the state duels here in a couple of weeks. And you're going to end the match with the heavyweight. I think that's a good one to have on your team.
Good one to have on your team, Sean. This is fun.
Yeah, lot of fun. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Malcolm Wade Invitational here on the High School Huddle. Sean Silva's here alongside Phil Nichols. If you look down to my left, you got Mr. Chris Evans.
Oh, there he is, the boss.
And anyway, so Phil, highlight of the night for you?
I think just the quality from start to finish of the matches. There was just 5 or 6 extremely competitive matches, all very good matches. We had one kid got caught early, or a couple kids got caught early, but just the quality of the competition, just outstanding. And, and it really establishes that I think Coweta is the clear favorite. I say clear favorite right now in 5A. But, boy, I tell you, don't sleep on Chickasha, Carl Albert, Elgin. There's some teams there that are going to make some noise come state tournament time.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun. I like good, solid wrestling.
Yeah.
But it's not always fun to watch.
Yeah.
The scrambles tonight were incredible.
They're
a lot of kids, and the comebacks. We had a lot of kids that were down 2, 3, 4 takedowns, and then they find their way to get all the way back to win it at the end or lose it at the end in a couple situations. But a lot of fun there. And definitely a nice showcase for what we're going to see come postseason. With Chickasha won state last year. I mean, clearly they were in nearly every matchup here. Back with they graduated a handful of kids last year, but still a lot of dominant kids are going to be in the finals at the state tournament from their roster. And then Carl Albert obviously this year is they go from number 10 to number 2 overnight, and it shows. I mean, look at the quality. They were in nearly every match here.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, we're talking about Coweta as a clear favorite, and Chickasha Center we're going. We were the state champions last year.
Yeah.
And we got a lot back.
Yeah.
So I do. I think there's 3 teams and then a fourth, right? Maybe just a little under that, but I think there's 3 teams all right there together. Be an outstanding 5A finish.
It's going to be a fun one. We've been talking about on the huddle. There's, in 6A, we kind of know who the top 2 teams are. I mean, but don't count out Mustang. But there's a dominant top 2.
Yes.
When you go down to 4A, Tuttle's the dominant top team. You go to 3A right now. I mean, good Lord, Blackwell is lights out.
Just
but
hammers
but in
everywhere.
5A, man, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're not going to see a duel in 5A at the state tournament in the finals. We are going to see a lot of teams scattered out along there. You're going to see a lot of kids from Chickasha 1, Elgin 2. Okay, so Chickasha wins this tournament this weekend. So look for them to move up in those high school rankings over Carl Albert.
And Elgin finishes
and Elgin finishes too. So talk about those rankings flip-flopping. Talk about teams that are going to pull. I didn't realize that just happened. I'm a little bit shell-shocked.
Yeah, it's big time.
But you talk. Oh, Carl Albert won. Okay.
Carl Albert won. Chickasha 2, Elgin 3.
Must have been. They're working in backwards order. So, so we're getting it in real time here. So. They didn't give us the scores before they did, but I'm looking at this state tournament, how fun it's going to be in 5A.
Yeah.
Just with and you saw other teams sprinkle in, like Guthrie had some teams in here. We had who was in the 215-pound matchup?
Ritzenmeyer. And Joe
yes.
Thomas. Yep.
So we've got kids from other schools.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 2-school dominant at the state finals. No,
it's not. I mean, it's going to be a fun classification to watch. I think 3A, everybody can kind of go, okay, Blackwell.
Yeah.
I think 4A are kind of go Tuttle.
Yeah.
6A, it's Stillwater, Edmond North.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Bixby. Don't sleep on Broken Arrow. Don't sleep on Mustang. But I think those 2 are the clear favorites.
Right.
But 5A is where you're going, okay, what's going to happen?
Yeah, and it makes me excited because I have not put my eyes on Coweta yet.
Yeah.
I've seen all the other teams for the most part. I've got to watch all the ones on this side of the state, but Coweta's the one that's on paper better than all these teams, and I can't wait to see them compete.
No doubt.
And we'll get to see them here in a couple weeks at the duels.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
all right, Sean, let's put a bow on this thing.
Let's put a bow on this thing. We'll just thank you guys for tuning in to the High School Huddle tonight, but also Monday night, 6 a.m. We've got a podcast with PM, not getting up that early, 6 o'clock p.m. for the podcast. But we're going to talk everything high school wrestling, girls wrestling, guys wrestling, all divisions. It's an all-Oklahoma wrestling podcast, so we like to talk about that. We're going to interview coaches. We have Coweta Coach is going to be on Monday night, so we're going to visit with him. And if you want to go back and watch some of our and Oklahoma Coaches, Wrestling Coaches Association will be on as well to talk about the big Pennsylvania tournament that's coming up here for Oklahoma wrestlers. So anyway,
52nd tournament.
Oh, wow.
Pennsylvania.
Yep. So Oklahoma's going to get to be featured in that. So we're going to talk about all that, everything wrestling. You guys can tune in and ask questions and participate in that podcast as well. So check us out 6 o'clock p.m. on Monday night, and we'll review this tournament, talk Oklahoma wrestling. For Sean Silvis and Phil Nichols and Mr. Chris Evans, we will see you guys on Monday night.